to deal with. Well, not little and not deal with, but it was my mother. She's like, "Oh, I thought you were blah blah blah." And I'm like, "No, I'm here. I'm just not doing a sale." Um, so let me get a drink. It's been sitting there since overnight, so that's not very cold. So I'm glad I grabbed another one. I don't drink these all the time, but when I do, I go on like these up and down, up and down, up and down. What I do, just like I go through like these phases of what I eat. Like right now, I'm on this kick, I guess, for these Evol butternut squash ravioli, and what's the other one? Portobello mushroom and spinach or something. I don't know. Goat cheese. Goat cheese. Yeah. Portobello mushroom and goat cheese ravioli. That's the other one I'm into right now. I usually have one of those each day. Not every day, but mostly I've been. So anyway. Mm-hmm. They're by this brand called Evol. You might know it. Or maybe you just don't know you know it even. I don't know. But it's Love backwards. It's like when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen that before. And then like years ago, and I'm not even like a squash lover, although that was like my kid's favorite thing, at least Jack's, because he couldn't have milk, so probably when he was a baby, he loved him the squash. Um, See, I remember that. um, I uh, what was I saying now? Um, I'm not a big squash person, but years ago, Panera had butternut squash ravioli on their fall menu. I got addicted. Addicted. I mean, this is years ago. Probably before I ever did YouTube, so over 5 years ago, anyway, because otherwise I would have been talking about it on there. Here. Um, oh, my hand hurts so bad. So, anyway, I loved it. And I was like, oh, I saw that. And I'm like, let me try that. And because it's, the calories are like between 350 and 480, I think. I don't know. Depending on which one it is. I don't remember. Hey, okay. Be careful driving out there, Nancy. I heard it was really bad still, even though it doesn't look bad, but that I heard the roads are ice. We have blue skies and sunshine, but we have like ice. Because we still haven't really, and hopefully won't, have major snow. We have no snow. Like you wouldn't know you're in Wisconsin if you just looked out the window. Um anyway, yeah. And I heard it was like not gonna be under freezing. It was gonna be under freezing until at least 1 p.m. So another hour. Um Not that it automatically goes like that, because then it's gonna start getting cold dark before you know it and freeze up anyway. um anyway, um today's video is gonna be a little different, that which has been kind of the norm. Different has been the norm lately. Um I almost was gonna have to beg Nancy to be here. I was joking with her yesterday about it. I'm like, if you're not like sitting there tomorrow kicking me to shut up, how am I gonna do this? But I ended up on the phone with Joelle for an hour and a half last night, and just needed a sounding board slash shoulder slash voice of reason. And not that Nancy isn't that. She is all of those things, but she's bared the brunt of it lately, because she's like my sidekick lately. Sidekick, I don't know what, that's not the right way to put it. My, well, you know, whatever. My friend. And, I mean, I think there's a misconception out there that I don't have any friends. I have a lot of friends. I've had to, um, I've had a lot of loss of my friends, as in like literal life loss. And also I have friends, but they work, and also, just life changes. I physically have changed a lot, a lot. So anyhow, today's thing is going to be a little bit all over the place. I didn't know if I wanted to start talking or if I wanted to just start by unpacking. Let me see if anybody's even, like, if I missed anybody to say hi to. No, just hi Mariah, hi Nancy. Um, so I have notes because I have to try to stay on course with certain things that I say. And that's another reason for today, is because I don't feel like at this point in my life I should have to tiptoe around what I say or what I do. Or I'm 58 years old. I have lived a life on the straight and narrow for 58 years. I am not a rule breaker. I am not you know, I might be loud or um, outgoing or whatever, but I am not, and I might have a little potty mouth, whatever. And I appreciate a certain kind of humor, whatever. That's all just who makes me me. Okay. So I'm not apologizing for being me. That's not happening. But it does have something to do with, like, you do things for other people for so much of your life, then you get to the point where these are the people that you want to do these things for, and then things change still, all the factors in life change. We grow up, we grow old, we evolve, we do better, we do less, we, you know, all these things. And so I know if I didn't have these notes, I'm gonna just start, like, go keep going in this circle of what I'm already doing. So it's very hard to not just, like, come straight out and say some of these things. But then if I do that, I might not end up doing any of the unpacking. So I'm just gonna start by doing this. I don't think this box has as much in it as I thought, because it's big, but it doesn't mean, that's like people saying, oh, it's little, it should be cheap. Oh, it's big. Thank you. I know, right? Yeah. It's little, it should be cheap. It's big, it should be expensive. No, that's not how it goes. Are diamonds cheap because they're tiny? Nah. So, not to be making this joke after joke after joke, because you can twist a lot of things you say to make it like me and Nancy being together day, where we just laugh about the things we say and how they sound after you say them out loud. And I like to make Nancy laugh, and she is a what's the word I would say, a worthy, uh not opponent, that's not at all the word I'm looking for. She's good on the comeback too. Some of you might, well, you don't all know Nancy really, so you don't know, but I mean, she cracks me up, and I love it. I love it when she gives me the zingers back. That's probably the best way to put it. I don't try to do anything to really embarrass her. If it was a hurtful embarrassment, I would not do that. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I was that kind of human being. I'm not trash. I'm not garbage. I'm decent. Yeah, I do it for fun. And if it was ever hurtful, I would not be able to. No, I couldn't. So anyhow, I like boxes. Like, I like old store boxes. And trust me when I say a part of me is going to be biting my tongue through this entire process. But I have my notes. And then I will eventually end up saying certain things the way I have tried to write them down to say them properly and not offensively. Anyhow, so I know for as many of you that like to watch this sort of thing, there are still some people that want to, and I'm not saying I'm not, look, you're on a YouTube channel, you gotta take the hits, okay? But I've taken enough hits. I'm good. You know, I am all good for that, okay? Had my share. Been doing this had my channel for 5 years now. Been doing the live sales for 4.5. I can tell you right now, I think I said it last week, there won't be live sales anymore. But I can tell you right now, there won't be live Thursdays anymore. I don't want to live like this. Oh, it's Thursday. I gotta, like my mom calling me at 12:01, shouldn't be oh, I thought you weren't selling anymore. Well, I'm not, but I wanted to keep connecting. And, there are just such a small handful of you that literally connect with me on these things. And there are people that just sit there and I'm like, are they taking notes? Now I'm starting to think, are you taking notes to know what to say to, like, constructive criticism is one thing, especially if you're looking for advice. If you're not looking for advice and you just get the hits, yeah, they do hurt no matter who you are, Um, and yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like that. I will apologize for. It's like I can't help it. I'm a little scattered. I am. I have fought so long to get to where I am for this disability and stuff, and then I something happened in January with my insurance, and so I haven't had insurance for, and I still have the abscess. It's right here. Um, it's just a lot less, but I'm happy to say that it came to resolution yesterday. No, no, I'm just gonna come down in your office for lunch on Thursdays from now on. I'll give you a live show. That's my building, the owner of the building, my landlord, you guys. um, yeah, I do need to talk to you about some stuff too. But anyhow, so I got my insurance thing squared away. On the way to, I had to like make my first like premium payment for this program in person. And so on the way, I made an appointment with my doctor for Monday already. And they're like, what is the appointment for? And I'm like, to recalibrate me. Like right now, you guys, I am done with hot flashes. I haven't had a hot flash in I don't even know how long. But now I'm burning up. 2 minutes ago, I was freezing. I can't. I haven't touched the thing on my wall for weeks now. It's at a good setting. It's me that's not, because because some of my meds were like on a 30-day instead of a 90-day because of what they are. So the things that I'm off of, which are like making me, I can't even like lift my arm higher than this without major pain right now. Yeah, I'd be on, off, on, off, on, off. Well, it's already, I already took off my socks right before I was starting. And I'm like, I got this sweater on and I'm like, why am I wearing a sweater? Well, because it was there. It was right there. And, I wear things more than once because who wants to do more laundry than you have to? Not me. I got to get quarters, and I'm not going to get quarters when it's icy out. I'm not going out just for quarters. So laundry can wait. It's not a rush anyhow. Nothing is. That's another reason I'm happier. But anyhow, I'll be looping around in this conversation, I promise. And you'll get a live and in person presentation, Debbie. So anyhow, I do remember where I got these. It was at I don't know what exactly, but an estate sale. Yeah, no kidding. I'm not dirty. Just my mouth is. I got these in an estate sale. I remember they were at the top of the like on the top of a. I like it because it's neon. It reminds me of when I was in college. Get that mid-80s neon going, right? Um, I had it on the other day, and then I yesterday I had on these leggings and a blue t-shirt that went kind of with them. And then I'm like, oh well, wait, now this still goes with the orange in them. That like it's not really orange; it's more of a neon orange. It's not like a fall orange; it's like a neon, high intensity, uh, apricot cantaloupe color or something. I don't know. But I am so into the color orange in my stuff lately. I don't know why. It's different levels of it, not all. But I love boxes. I don't know if I'll keep them all. I usually use them like in my Christmas display. I had all these old Christmas boxes and old department store boxes, and that kind of spreads out. But anyhow, I found the record player that I have that I told you guys I had bought at a rummage sale for my daughter years ago, a One Direction record player. I just did not think, oh yeah, it needs to be plugged in or something. So, you know, you how you end up with like 8,000 different um plugs and stuff. Like I finally, probably like just within the last week, finally plugged in one of my diffusers here. I love it. Look at it. It's giving me lavender because I've been needing to just chill. Um, but anyhow, I all these plugs in life and all these wires and stuff. I can't. Yesterday, I finally also went and bought a little. It's in one of those cubbies. I stuck it. Um, Cordless screwdriver, and I finally got my living room because I did the bedroom. I borrowed my friend's cordless drill, which is so heavy, and that was difficult. And that was weeks ago, and I can't even lift this arm like that. See, I have to pull it up. And so, and I also don't know where my step stool is. It might be in my son's garage. I don't know. So I'm having to use this freaking wonky elevator or aluminum ladder from my mom that should be in a garage, which it was in my garage at my house. And now it takes up such a footprint. I have to move everything around. So I'm chasing my tail, and not in the way that everybody wants to criticize and say, well, maybe you need to do this. Maybe you need to, you need to, you should. Okay, moms, I am not a hoarder. Hate to break it to you. I'm not a hoarder. I wish. I've moved those so many times. And I gave away some, you know. Um, but anyhow, so I'm gonna find the right cord, and if that thing doesn't work, that record player, I'm gonna like start looking on like Facebook Marketplace or whatever, or I'll just save it and eventually I'll get one of those newer ones that's out or something at rummage sale or whatever. I'm not in any rush, but I love music, and I've been, you know, kind of, well, these I've had for years. I'm an Elvis child. I mean, I grew up loving me some Elvis because that's the only music my mom listened to. And of course, only the best album ever. What? Yeah, he was ahead of his time, y'all. And if you love a good Christmas record, I don't care if Christmas is past, Elvis Christmas, nothing beats Elvis Christmas and Beach Boys Christmas. There's only one song better. Well, not better. Definitely not better. But my very favorite Christmas song, right? You know, in the last like decade or two has been Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. Yes, I said it. But like I like my Elvis Christmas gospel kind of music. I believe in Peace in the Valley. Those are my two recommendations. They'll bring you to tears if you have a heart like mine. Like not a heart like, if you have a heart, I don't mean it like that. I mean if you have a heart like mine, which is like, on my sleeve. So anyhow, I've always I know. Well, I mean, I am a girl of a certain age, as I believe a lot of us are. And right? Yes. Hey Samantha. Um, it's Christmas in Hollis. It's the best. That's what my ringtone is every Christmas season on my phone. And then for a couple weeks after, and then I get a phone call, and then I'm like, oh yeah, time to change my ring back. But I do like it's tricky also. I mean, I like some Run DMC. A couple things. I don't know a lot. Mary, Mary, why you bugging? I like that too. Is that yeah, good song. Anyway, so awesomeness. I love Elvis, period. So I've had these. They were in a little bar area I had in my basement, um, at the house, and that was over like 4 years ago because then it became Jack's room, and that was a while. So anyhow, I picked this up like at a rummage sale or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh, that's a Woolworth sticker. Yay! You guys know I love a good Woolworth sticker. But look, who doesn't love the lyrics? If you did not grow up with albums reading the lyrics as you played the song repeatedly in your life, you don't know what you were missing. And of course, you guys know I did, like, you guys all know I used to wear all that drapey stuff. Well, now they're all too big on me, and I'm still losing weight. And I told you this conversation was going to be everywhere. But also, like, I lost weight before because I had that heart thing, and then I stayed trying to, not eat certain things like salt and stuff that would swell me up more. And then, of course, my medications were helping, but then my doctor was like, "You don't need to be on a heart, like a blood pressure medicine, like I was on, and stuff." Because my cardiologist is thrilled with my weight and my blood pressure and all that stuff. And then I do take a shot now. I do it myself. Well, I haven't for over a month now. So last month plus has been on me only, which is another reason those evil meals are good because they're like portion control. And sometimes you just feel like, but you don't, So, it's more mind over matter sometimes. And yeah, I that just made me think of yesterday. I was when I had to go to the place to drop off the premium. It literally was, if I would have drove another 30 seconds down the road, I would have been to um uh, yeah, depends on what you are on. It depends on what it's for. It depends on, like, I just needed something because all of my meds are weight positive, and it's been years, and you guys have seen. I mean, I was on here like for how many years you saw. Um and also your age and stuff matters, and I was pre-diabetic. I never got to the point of being diabetic. Um and I did not want to. I was begging and begging and begging for some kind of help. And it was years before I finally, this finally got resolved because of all the other stuff I've been dealing with. But then now I've been off of it. So now hopefully Monday I'll be back on track. But I don't want to just redo everything without talking to my doctor, because that's what I do. I talk and I communicate and I do things the best I know how. So anyhow, I know if I forgot where I was going with something, I know you guys will remind me. So, oh good, this is nice. I love forsythias. I wish I had a forsythia bush out my window. I love them in the spring. It always reminds me of what I lived in Nashville. On my way home, I got on the 440 for this little bit of it, and the whole like in between like the boulevard, so to speak, but it was a freeway. It was, I don't know, was always all these forsythias, and I thought they were so pretty. And I don't even like the color yellow, so I mean I have it in here. I like it enough, but and then these will be for fall. Chinese lanterns, so cute. Um and then these, oh my gosh, I was looking for these, but well, I wasn't looking for them. I was waiting to come across them. So I'm going to use these in my, I have a bunch of shelving in there. And so that's all my inventory, which I'm getting, like I've been whittling down and getting out of here. And that's going to be all my junk journaling and some bins of like storage, because I just have been needing to find the right way to put things away. But I got a bunch of these that I used to use. I gave away all the shelving, those plastic shelving I had. I gave all that away. I gave away some two different card tables I gave away when I was unpacking here. Hi, Pip. Amen, sister. That's my New Zealander. Is it New Zealander? Is that how I would say it? My New Zealander person. I love that. I'm international, y'all. I mean, we all got Nate, but Pip is all mine. Anyway, so I've got a lot of these because I used them when I lived at Jill's. I had those shelves in the room that I stayed at. And that was a long time now. So I got all these, and then yeah, that's my Kiwi gal. I love it. So now that'll be good because I want to like kind of organize that, but it's going to be, I'm going to organize a lot of it for my junk journaling because I want to be able to have that set up here. And I got ideas because I have like a kitchen counter with like stools, or well, I was going to do the stools, and I'm like, I'm not doing the stools. I'm going to have a table. It's not like I'm having a bunch of people over. I'm not going to spend a bunch of money on stools. If it all kind of happens and I'm like, oh, I could use one, no, then I maybe would, because I go enough rummage sales or whatever. But I have this overlap, and I have this little dresser that I got at a flea market years ago for $10. It's like aqua blue. Hey girl, hey, how are you, little pretty? And see, stuff like that is another thing. I want to be able to go to Kim's, that's my vintage is Kim. I call her Lil Kim for obvious reasons if you're my age. And then I call her Lil Pretty because she's so sweet and pretty. That's when, if you haven't caught on after all this time, then whatever. But I want to be able to go to people's sales and support them. This has never been about making it big or making a pile of money. I lost my job in corporate America September of 2018. Jack graduated high school 2019, Rachel 2020. I had to beg, borrow, and steal to have a graduation present or party for Jack. 3 weeks before his graduation, my whopping 6 months of unemployment stopped. I had zero income for a year. Zero. And that's when I started. Then what hit, the Rona. And Rachel, who was, enjoying high school, she was always running with the, in crowd, so to speak, I guess. She had a lot of friends, and high school, she loved high school. And if anything, I would have rather Jack had missed the last, half of his senior year, because he wouldn't have cared. I mean, he had a lot of friends, but I'm not saying that. It's just he wasn't in the process as much. He just didn't care as much. Rachel missed her graduation and her 18th birthday. Well, she had, on, I don't know why you can't say it, but she had it for her 18th birthday, and they didn't have a graduation because of the thing, which sucks. Really. They had a fakey one where you had a time slot and she got to walk across the stage. And luckily, a couple of our friends' last names were around ours. So I saw some people. I'm like, hey, but you had to stay the distance. And she walked across a fake made up stage in the auditorium, because usually it would be at the state in their stadium. And they do the hug and the whatever, or, and she stops and turns and it was all just so, hello, world tours. Oh, I'm doing. So, and it's like she's the one that really missed out because she's the one that really loved it. I'm sure a lot of kids are like, good, done. Hey, no problem. I arranged for a bunch of friends and stuff to drive by and honk and stuff. Outside, that was a thing then. And so I had everybody on her 18th birthday drive by. It makes me emotional. Also, because I haven't been on my meds. I cried more in the last month than I have in the last year. Um, yeah. Right? Yeah. And Rachel had quit cheer before that got to. Anyhow, I think she quit cheer like in her sophomore year because it was a bunch of crap, and I was fine with that. Oh. Oh, just because you're teeny tiny. Now, how about who do you think gets the teeny tiny up there and keeps them up there safely? And she's not a big girl anyhow. She's just strong and supportive of people. But anyhow, another tangent I'm not going off on. Um, so, yeah, let's see. I don't know where else I was going on that one right now, but only one thing left in this box, so that's good. You guys, I opened some of these boxes. I opened some boxes with Nancy the other day. It's so fun because she appreciates the of it all. I got this box. Dust bunny. Thought it was a bug, but it was dust bunny. Thank goodness, because it's in a metal box, I got this from a friend that I used to, when I sold at one of the local, well, it's not local anymore, in a neighboring community that used to do occasional sales like 4 or 5 times a year that I did my vintage stuff. And of course I made a lot of friends doing that. One of them I was especially close to, the mom and 2 daughters, and this was a family piece, and they let me buy it from them. I don't think I bought it. I think they gave it to me. But I know you're like, it's a metal box. It's a family piece. Well, it was like in their garage, and and I'll always know it came from them because then Carol passed away, and she was like one of the best people. I had a lot of good people in my life that I have lost, I will say. And that actually, she passed away a week before I lost my job. Her, gosh, how did it go? I think it was like her funeral and my dad's birthday was on the same day, which my dad has been gone for over 20 years now. And then the very next day I lost my job. I don't know. There's something about the way things happen in this universe, whether you're a good person or not, stuff happens. So anyhow, really one of those people that leaves a big hole in the planet when they're gone, because they were that amazing. And she was that amazing. And she had been through it several times. She had gotten through a lot of runs with illness, with cancer and stuff. So her time had come and it sucked. But I have certain things of hers, especially things she made at Christmas time with little Tootsie toys and stuff. And I love it. And then I'll probably put them in there when I, get everything organized. So what I've been doing is zoning things. And I was going to do that, and I'm like, I can't be getting up and down during this video. I don't need you guys to be seeing the top of my head, then the bottom of my butt, and whatnot. So, like, when Nancy was here, I was like, okay, zone, because she was sitting by a couple of the zones. So she would just put them in the zones. And I'm not even going to show you guys the zones because then I'm opening up the can of worms for everybody to say that they think I'm a hoarder. And no, you go from living in how many bedrooms? I still have a lot of my kids' stuff, not because they don't want it, but because they don't even know I have it, that I'm saving it for them because my kids are that rare blip of uh, generation, generational, whatever. I think they're Gen Z. I think, I don't know how it goes, but they're minimalists. First of all, how did a maximalist give birth to two minimalists? Rachel used to love doing this stuff with me. And, but then as she got older, she had a life. And Jack's always just been like, it's all just stuff. He's a dude, whatever. So, anyhow, I would normally put the stuff in their zone, which I'll do after this because I can't just leave the stuff on my couch. I've been sleeping on the couch because I put a bunch of stuff in my room a few days ago, so that I could move around more and get this done. And then what do you think happens? When I finally got that thing screwed in yesterday, see, I didn't finish that. Finally got screwed in like butter. I did a great job. Guess what? This wasn't long enough. I did not think about that. I thought, I don't know. I didn't think about what 48 inches really was, right? So then that happened, and I'm like, oh, crap, And I'm like, I don't know what. So I was already in for the day. I'd already done whatever I was going to do. But then I was like, forget it. I had to go to the post office anyhow. So, I had on my to-do list for the week. So I did that. And then I went to Target to do this. Hello, Viv. And, um, and so guess what? I only bought this a month ago. Not even, maybe. And they don't even have this anymore. I don't know if they were all out, but they don't have any. They're all just tension things. And I'm like, I don't need a tension one. I need the one for the brackets that I already drilled into my wall, you know? And I mean, I finally am like, I'm putting up curtains. I'm sick of being wide open. I want to line things up so I can start putting things. Um, so I need a longer one. They didn't have this. They didn't have the single. They didn't have long. They didn't have any of them like this. So, of course, that'll be on my look for list at the bins. But I'm going to the bins. Yes, I still am going to the bins. Not still. I started up again. Didn't go for a long time. I need the break every now and then. We go one time a week. We don't even stay all day like we used to. I'm only looking for certain things. I don't get. What? I spent $20, Nancy. I ain't apologizing for it. I got the stuff I needed. I was looking for ice cube trays. Got them. This last time I got a cookie tray or a cookie sheet. I also got some really good cupcake sheets because I didn't, all that stuff had been overdone, used, ruined, whatever. All these things. I had gotten a lid that I needed for something. Um, so, and I'm not going to get just any one. I'm going to get a good one or one that doesn't require too much elbow grease that I already don't have. And so anyhow, I really don't want to wait until Tuesday to get that up there now that I finally did it. I was kind of mad. I was like, what do you mean, Target? Like, can I see somebody? I don't want to go online and wait 3 days for, whatever. But whatever. So, and then because my sleep is all out of whack because of this ever since this, I can't. I've been I'm not taking nearly as much ibuprofen, but I'm not on all my other pain med stuff, and so it's just been a hard kind of uh line to walk. And so anyhow, I started writing out a work order, and then it was just sounded like I had said the same thing 5 times in a sentence. So I'm like, I can't turn this in. I'm all too much, poured out on a piece of paper because I gotta think. Well, anyhow, the guy showed up today. I was still sleeping. Oh, Jill, my BFF, I've been friends with since I was 1 year old. Somebody said, you got so many friends that you call besties. No, I have one bestie. I know exactly who that is. I have a BFF that I've had since I was one. We're more like sisters. She's doing all right. I don't see her as much because, well, we both have lives, but also her boyfriend and I kind of don't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff. And I didn't know that until after I was gone. And he texted me something quite rude. And I was just like, you guys know I keep it real. I'm honest. If not, I'm honest to a fault. And I love her. And so I said, I'm here for you always. I know you're there for me always, but I can't, I'm not going to be all fake. And I'm not going to kiss anybody else's butt that doesn't deserve it. Nobody deserves. No, I'm not kissing anybody's butt anymore. Those days are over. I follow rules. That's what I do. But um so she's well. She's well. My other friend that I lived with passed away. And I think you yeah, you do. Um uh but Danny passed away. Um and her birthday is in a couple weeks, and I'm already emotional about that because it's just a lot. And I was right by her house, and her husband texted me the other day and asked me if I want to come over and look at some stuff. No, you didn't. No. I talk about everybody all the time anyhow, so if you're not around for a while, you might miss things, and that's fine. Um, and not on all my meds, and I keep saying that because it's true. I'm part. Some of my stuff is antidepressant, and it helps me not be such a big crybaby. Um, but also it's still. I mean, it's still a lot. But then I've been right by her house, and her birthday's coming up, and I'm gonna be going there again because they're starting to go through stuff now. And he called and asked if I wanted to come over, and so I'm gonna do that. And so that's my other friend who I lived with because I was helping her, taking care of her. And I slept overnight at the hospitals every night, or the hospices, wherever she was at the time. I was always the night person because she called out in the middle of the night. Thanks, Kim. No. She would say to me the next day, I'm sorry I called you mama. She always called me mama at night. I don't think she knew. But then the next day, she somehow knew. And because I was like, are you calling out mama because you want to go to her? Or because, like, I don't know, and she was in so much pain. And, when they're in that much pain, you want that pain to be gone for them. But then when they're gone, I thought I had kind of mourned her while she was still alive because she was so, so much in pain. And, but I didn't. I mean, it's still hard because it was so much of my life, I mean, even Bella lived there for a while with, and then that's a whole nother thing. I'm still, God, if I see a dog that has their ear up or kind of looks a little bit like Bella, I lose my mind. I thought I saw Bella when I was at dinner one time with Nancy, and I just froze and had I was right away. Saw her out the window in a car. It wasn't her, but in my mind it sure was because it clicked a minute immediately. And nobody knows. You all know a lot about me because I've always been transparent, always, because that's part of just. I don't do it. I don't have to try to do that. That's just who I am. Thanks, Mariah. Thanks, you guys. Um. Uh. Yeah. I started reading a book before she even got to the like really, really, really sick, I it took me forever. I had to renew my checkout. I maxed it out. I even was reading it to her at her deathbed, basically, because she knew a lot of LA stuff. Her mom, she lived in LA for part of her life too. So she related to what I loved about it when I lived there and drove through Laurel Canyon, all this stuff. And I would read it out loud to her and everything. And I never got to finish it. I ended up getting the book for Christmas. I bought it for myself, for my mom to give me. So that'll be something I get to do when I earn it. And just, whatever. Maybe I'll just start reading anyhow. Hmm. Who? They're out there. They're there. Some people don't want to be my friend because um, apparently I went from really great friend status to I'm no not worthy because, I had some shipping issues with timing and, to be honest, pain and stuff. But you don't, when you feel like you have to prove yourself to people, then no, I was dealing with a lot of pain. I still am. I didn't fight for that many years for disability just to get a free ride. No, I fought because I need it. I can't do this. Shipping became like a nightmare in the last year has been even harder on me physically because of all the other stuff going on. So, the thing is, I don't have to live in a car anymore. I don't have to stay on a friend's couch. I don't have to, interrupt my mom's life and, be sleeping at her place. I don't have to make an extra income because that actually works against me. Um, so now, I'm gonna get the stuff gone, certain stuff, and then I get to enjoy my stuff. Um, as I'm unpacking it, I'm enjoying it tremendously, to be honest with you. Um, Thank you. And uh I just want to be in my apartment. I'm so happy in here. Um, I want to be able to listen to some music and chill and watch some videos and chill. Maybe watch some TV at some point. I'm so far off on anything. I there's two shows I really like. That was Tracker and Will Trent. That I would like to get, caught up on or back on track with. And um I just want to relax and not feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it. I have to because I have to relax. I'm in so much pain right now. You have no idea. So, like, I can't wait to talk to my doctor again and get my body back in, you know. Thank you. Yeah, and maybe someday I'll be able to let you see the rest. And well, you know what? Actually, I know I got a project I want to do. Not quite yet, but you might be one that would enjoy doing it because you're creative and artistic and all that stuff. So, but anyway, let me grab the next thing I have. I'm gonna put it next to me. So you're gonna have to see the top of my head for a second here. Actually, I'm gonna move this over for a second. Oh, I think I kind of went through some of this one already, but it got kind of overdone, and I need to zone it. That was before I started doing the zoning thing. And if you guys do know of anything that I have or had that you'd want or anything, I mean, I can still sell a couple things. It's not. I'm not doing it to make money, but I can still get rid of my things, just like people do to make money. They, will have a rummage sale or whatever. I can still do that, to get rid of my stuff. So anyhow, oh yeah. I found these when I was, this was in a zone. And some of the zones need to be rezoned already, because they got a little big. But these are so cool. These are Justa Notes by Current, I think. Yeah, Current from the 80s. And they have they're the little cards. This is like a big thing when I was in college. I could send my grandma, or my mom or whatever, a note, fold it up, stick it, and they wrote notes in here. Oh, somebody's address. And then you sealed it, which I'm sure these don't work really very well anymore for sticky purposes, but that's so cute. And then I have two Christmas ones. Oh, look at the colors. So some of this I'm open about, like, if somebody says, if you, like I said, if you're interested in something, write it down now, DM me later, because I'm not looking to make money, like I said, I never did this to be rolling around in a pile of cash. I did for a while, like, be able to spend big time money and sell big time stuff. And then my people changed, my crowd changed, and that's fine. And I'm not real fancy anyhow. I'm not fancy at all. I'm boho, I'm mid century, I'm vintage cool, whatever, chill. Whatever I like. But so there are some things that I know I'm not going to give up, and there are some things that I'm happily going to get rid of, and there are some things that I'm kind of in the middle about. If I know it will bring somebody else a greater deal of happiness, I'd be more than happy to, you know, sell some stuff off. So, look, this is going to be art. This is going on my bedroom wall. This is by Echo. It makes me think of, I can't, this arm is really bad, you guys. So I can kind of lift it, but it hurts. That's all. Uh, that's all. But it kind of reminds me of like an Andy Warhol thing. So that's gonna go in my bedroom. The pink, so pink and whatever else in there. My kitchen is, I finally had to start, but I already have so much to add, which is why I have not put anything on the walls yet, because that's always been something I come out too fast doing. I come out of the gate strong, and then I'm like, uh-oh. So I've been really, really good, and that's why people probably think I'm hoarding, because I have so much on the ground, but I haven't put anything up or in or away, or because I want to see it and know what I'm dealing with. I gotta put the pedal to the metal because I can already feel the hunger pangs. Not trying to rush. I'm not in any hurry. I just, I didn't eat all my meals yesterday, and then I was by a Smoothie King. We need one of those in my area. I had to get one of their menus, like, so I can examine it. Anyhow, I got one that, like, was a good for people on the GLPs and stuff. But anyhow, whatever. This is 80/20 poly cotton. It's got the sticker still on it. I don't know. It says Warriors in Pink. Ford Cares. It's just cool. I mean, look at these colors. You could use this in your hair on a, as a scarf around your neck. Um, but you know what I would do is use it for decor as a runner or whatever. And when I say, yeah, I practice what I preach. Um, I'm not going to be doing live videos. I'm going to say this a couple different times because people come and go. But I'm not going to be doing the live videos anymore. But I will do. Uh, oh yeah, I've been there, done that with all this stuff, and it's all physically demanding. No matter what you do, it's all physically demanding, and I know a lot of people want to try to give me advice and stuff, and knock yourselves out. But I'm not looking for advice about any of that stuff because I not talking to you directly. I'm just saying in general. I've been trying to do less, not more, because my body can't take more. That's why I've been like, I'm just trying to make less work. And now that I'm on disability, I'm making it work. I'm not used to doing certain things like writing a rent check. So I didn't turn in my rent check till yesterday. I'm like, Jesus, Michelle, like I'd rather turn it in early than late. So I'm trying to write down a schedule. I found a calendar that I bought at like the bins. I think it has like puppies or something on it. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Amen. Thank you. And um I just so I can stay track on what day it is, because not that it matters all the time, but it does matter in a sense, because I don't want to go out doing stuff that I can do Monday through Friday. I don't want to do them on the weekends when everybody else that works Monday through Friday is out or in, and then goes out. So I like to kind of be aware of what I'm doing and what I'm doing, and, that kind of stuff. Be thoughtful about the whole thing for me and for everybody else. You know, I mean, I remember when I would go, when I was in corporate America and go out for lunch. Um, and there'd be all these people there right at the middle of the day, and I'm like, oh man, why can't you wait another hour? Corporate people are on a more of a rigid lunchtime schedule and stuff, so I don't like to go out at certain times when, if it's a place that's like crazy busy. Of course, now that's all changed too, because a lot of people work from home or whatever, but I don't know. Anyhow, I've got these white, brand new uh, pillowcases. I know I've got other ones in that have packaging even still. So like, I don't want these. They're not my jam at all. This is cool. But this would be cool in here. Problem with this is that it does have a stain. I haven't tried to oxy it or anything. Hi, Angie. Yeah, and I said that already like last week or the week before even, but I'm not even gonna do Thursdays anymore. I have had my channel for 5 years now. I've been doing live sales for four and a half every Thursday, even Thanksgivings, most of them. Um, and yes, I had a handful of times I didn't do a sale, especially in the last year. Um, but yeah, no, I'm not doing any more sales, and I'm not even gonna do a live. I am going to do um I'm gonna post more probably on Instagram, where I can do like a shots of like vignettes, or like this is what I did today or whatever. Um I'm so happy I have this big window with all this light. Even though when I do put up my curtains, it's gonna change it a little bit. That's why I want to get those up so I can decide on how I want to put things, or I know where I'm gonna put them, but how. And then I got that Capiz shell curtain. I don't know if you guys remember that I had. It's not really a curtain, it's just like this big, and I want to put that right in the middle. But I had that when I was in the house. When I gave Jack the basement for his bedroom, or well, half of the basement, the finished half. Um, they made his room the comfy cozy headquarters, and I had it in the window. It was so cool. And this is gonna be great. I love having that light. I like it a lot. Well, I mean, if you're on Instagram, aren't you? I still won't be on there, and I am gonna post videos when I you know do like get an area done. I'm not gonna do hauls anymore. I loved doing hauls. I never did shop with me's because I couldn't physically. I couldn't do it. How am I gonna hold my phone or a camera and then look at something, and then, I mean, my arms and my hands. My kids are really good. My daughter's in grad school in Nashville. She graduated from college uh, in May, and she's in grad school in Nashville now. And my son is doing really good at work, and he lives like 10 minutes away from me. I'm actually going to see him this weekend. I just talked to him the other day, and I'm like, I don't. I want to have him over here, obviously, but not. I mean, he was here to help me move in a couple things, um, the big stuff at the beginning, and then I just ended up hiring movers that bled me dry the day before Christmas Eve. But and then that's why it became a mess because it got out of hand. But I just had to. I was doing it on my own. It was just too much physically. Um, and yes, I have people in my life that could help me, but I don't like to always have to rely on other people. I don't have, like, I never had brothers. Um, my dad has been gone for over 20 years. I don't have a lot of like men in my life. Um, Obviously I've been divorced for over 20 years and, so I don't really have a lot of physical, um, man strength or whatever. And, a lot of my friends have helped me out through a lot in life, but, but we're all getting older and we're all dealing with health stuff and and other stuff, and I just don't want to put that on people. I know how it feels for me. I can't help people like that in that physical way anymore. um so I just paid a lot of money that I wish I hadn't, you know but it was kind of like a one day I just said I can't do this anymore. I have to have somebody else do it for me. And it was a well, on this I'm not getting much monetization out of this video, so I could say it was a shit show. And but it's done. And so now I'm making the best of it and I love it. I don't care if people think I'm a hoarder. I'm not, though. Let me just say it's a mess. But it's a mess that I'm cleaning. And I'm not in any hurry because guess what? I live in Wisconsin. We have not really had winter yet, and I'm sure that as much as I'd like to think we're not ever going to get it, knock on wood, um we will. And I'll be happy in my home doing my things because I have winter, you know? I know, right? Thank you. And yeah, I don't know. I know it's just a lot, but anyhow, you guys, look, this is Vera. Amazing. If it's Thank you. Amen, sister. So I gotta get those spots out. If I can't, if nobody wanted to buy this, which I mean, it's Vera, you guys, this is so good. This doesn't go in my bedroom though, so with this goes in this zone. Look at, like, right here. Oh my god, you guys, do you see that right there? That pile. I got these sweater basket things at Goodwill. I think they're so cool, and I'm not even like. I only like certain colors of yellow and even certain colors of orange, but all of a sudden it's like just happening, and I'm like feeling certain zones. Like it's gonna almost look like a kind of a rainbow. You're gonna go from this color to this color, this color, this color, color. It just won't be like Roy G. Biv. Hey, Laurie. So, I'm like, maybe I'll end up putting a pillow in this and just keep it out here, if I want to, like, have a cushy pillow instead of just a decorative pillow. But I put myself on a NOLO, which is not on the lookout for, like, basically a no buy unless it's like amazing and I can replace things. But right now, pillows, blankets, and there's some other things I just can't think of them until I get to them. I had to get rid of some blankets that were ruined. I kept a lot of them for the moving process, and then like I needed some stuff for a different level of warmth. Aw, thanks, sister wife. And I probably look better than I feel then, but I'll be okay. I'm getting there. Um, but it's just because I have to get back on certain of my meds, and I won't be in such, like, literally from here down to here. Like, it's just pain in every point you touch, and like I have to lift up my arm right now. Um, but yeah, so that's why a lot of this is, you guys just don't know, and I know I'm slouching and stuff, but that's just it. Like, I don't want to apologize for being me. I did that my whole life. I'm 58, for freak's sake. You know, this is this coming year, next year, in a year and a half, I'm going to be 60. Now, that's not old, but it's crossing a bridge, you know? I know somebody that's crossed a bridge recently. That bridge. but but you know, it's like we all got our own stuff, right? And everything affects all of us differently. And in the world, in our lives, in our families, um in our immediate space. Hi, Lottie. Oh, you are? Yay. That's my girl right there. Man, do I wish I was in Alaska right now getting me some Mexican. She Lottie owns a Mexican restaurant that has won many awards. And unfortunately, that's one place I don't know if I'll ever get to because on the few Hallmark shows that I had, like, I watched a lot of Hallmark when I lived at my mom's. And the couple ones that took place in Alaska make it very. I mean, not that I haven't ever looked. Trust me, I've probably searched a lot of your areas out to see if how realistic it could ever be to visit. But anyhow, Alaska's a little harder to navigate. Not that, you know, I mean, and I don't have a problem with cold. Obviously, I live in a frigid area for the most part. But it's not Alaska frigid. And but anyhow, it would have been nice because Lottie's always been amazingly supportive of me, and as have many of you. But anyhow, so yeah, so I'm gonna try to oxy this little spot out, and then sister, look, same, done. I'm done. I am done with the reselling. And that's the other thing. It's like it's not any fun anymore because I'm practically giving stuff away. And it's like, do you not realize what I like? I literally still can, you know, even though I've only gone to the bins like what, twice now since I've been here. Um, we could. We could. Where are we gonna do it though? I can load up my car and come there, which I will do at some point. I will get that. I will get back there. Um, but uh, I still have like dreams of that antique mall. That was a good one. That's the one that had the mega gigantic Ginate thing. That used to be my signature scent when I was a youngster. Not a youngster, a young teen. um, I don't know what I was saying, but anyway, yeah. So if nobody's interested in this, at some point I would, you know, probably end up putting a pillow in it and just having it here in my living room to use. So yeah, and like I said, I'm not like selling, but I can sell a few things off. I never sold this. Nobody ever bought this. This is gorgeous. And I've not lost that much weight, so that's not happening. But I love this thing so much. Even if I was that thin and I didn't have a reason to wear this, I'd be June Cleaver for friggin' Halloween or something to have an excuse to wear it because it's perfection. I love the sleeves. That's gonna be my new sleeve length du jour to cover up all the excess droopiness now. But this thing is amazing. I can't believe that nobody ever bought it. It's just such perfection. But yeah, so I still have that. And people are like, see, that's why you're a hoarder, because you don't get rid of stuff. Well, if you bought something that amazing, would you just, what, donate it to Goodwill? No, that's not my MO. This I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to end up, I'll probably put a pillow in this and have it on my bed. Home trends, I don't know what it is. It's a sham. I mean, it's a sham. um, it's, I think I might have bought it for myself. You would think I would remember, but I kind of feel like I did. Norway. You guys, if you don't watch Laura Caldwell, oh, but she just was in Norway recently and also did my ancestry thing. And I already knew I was 25% Dutch. So I'm from that, like, I have a lot of, my concentration is all in that area. Poland, a little bit in Germany, and a lot of then, I don't want to say nether regions. That sounds all the wrong. Um, what's the thing I was going to say? But like Denmark and Norway and all that kind of area, Scandi stuff. And okay, see, now I'm hot again. Where did I put that? I had a hair clip. I just had it right in front of me. Did it fall, or did I move it again, or did I just put the dress on top of it, or the pillow? Something, I don't know. I thought it was right here. I know I was just looking at it. I have a hair clip, but then in a minute I'll take it down anyhow, so it doesn't matter. Um, but anyhow, ooh, I have some friends over that way. Um, on yes, I would love to. Um, on my some of my newer friends on Instagram, because the flower power appreciation and the mid-century vibes and stuff. That's really what I look at on Instagram and stuff. And um, whatever. It's what I really dig and am into. So I appreciate it, and I would love to go there. And Laura Caldwell's video from Norway was just like all the all the things. Oh, I would be there in a heartbeat. If I had money to do that kind of traveling, I'd just be happy to do some road tripping and get over to Sugar Britch's house again. And that's just in Ohio. um, although I need to wash this. Got dust bunnies. And I am gonna be doing like some road tripping or easy flight meetups, like trip weekend things, whatever with Joelle. I have ideas of places to go, like, but I just can't be like it can't be like crazy expensive, and it has to be realistic. Either a cheap flight and good thrifting and food. Because I'm a foodie, and you can still be a foodie and lose weight. So because there's nothing I Christmas time I still had a little bit of each dessert and stuff like that. um I just can't. I just control what I eat. I don't want to ever get as sick as I was, and I don't want to ever get as big as I was again either. um but I'm not gonna live without some joy. And not saying it because it's gonna sound wrong, but anyway. So this is gonna be on in my bedroom. I thought it has Vera vibes for sure. Vera Newman vibes for sure. Um, this is something that I hung on a clipboard, and I made a bunch of things that said that, and I think a lot of us can relate. And then I had this, although um Joe or Danny used to say that the only thing about saying you are enough is that it implies that you ever thought you weren't, and that's not, so you are, period. um oh, look at this. See, I think I got this when I was in did I get this when I was in Michigan, or did I just keep it it because I was in Holland, Michigan, and the whole Holland thing, the Dutch. There's a Maas River. That's my maiden name. There's a Maas River in the area, and I think, yeah, and um, Clara Maas was a nurse, and I went to an estate sale with Nancy. And yeah, everything. Well, yeah, I mean, Almost anything I show is possible. I'm not selling right now, but like just DM me. Um, but this has a thing for a dowel, too, like right there, and then you can hang it there. See how cool? And it's one of those you could use it as a towel even. It's got that. It's like that flour sack, like no lint kind of thing, which is so good in the kitchen. Um, but yeah. Um, oh, what the heck was I just gonna say to add to that? I don't know. But oh, this you guys is so good. I think I tried to sell this and I didn't, and now this is not for sale. Because it's too good. How would I ever like be able to sleep knowing I got rid of such a cool thing? But look, carry it like that as a purse, right? You open it and you have the thing, and then if you want it bigger, then you unsnap that, and then you got all that space. Yeah, this would be one of my summer bags. I'm going back to using purses. I'm just not gonna put 8 pounds of stuff in them because I've been using those like crossbodies, and now that I've lost weight, they're hanging even lower on me, and they're almost in my way. And so then I was doing the fanny pack thing, which I just don't care for that. And then I did the shoulder thing. Well, that still pulls on me. So, oh yeah, no, that was like a hanging thing because it all goes in one direction. Sugar britches, it was all just vertical. But yeah, this is so good. This is my color color story, so to speak. I am so into the pink with orange because pink's been my favorite color since, forever. But like this might end up getting hung on the side of my thing. Oh, you guys, I felt terrible. I got woken up today by um maintenance, which was not the problem. I mean, it was 10 o'clock, but I was still up at 2:30. My body and since I've gotten this abscess, I'm really, really, I can't wait to, now that I'm getting the insurance all cleared up, I'll be able to get this all. I'll have to undergo some oral surgery for 2 spots. And that'll be a good thing. Um, oh, this one is the one I like. The one I have. I just don't have. When you can find two, you get two. But if there's only one of you, you just so that's just my pillowcase. This is gonna be in my room. I think this might be a Vera Bradley, if I recall. This looks like one of her um designs, but I love the flower power of it all. But this side looks very much like a Vera Bradley. Let me see if it's. I think it is. Yep, there it is. But excuse me. I have a hope chest that my grandparents got for a wedding present, and then it was in my mom's basement growing up. Our basement, and I didn't know it was a really nice piece because it had been my mom had it in the basement where it was just like not properly respected, and but I had all like it was my hope chest. I had my stuff in there, and that Nancy Lynn stuff or Hildy, I think they both kind of are the same. I don't know. The orange, the fruits, the anthropomorphic fruits that are like their glasses, drinking glasses, and placemats, and there were towels. There was so much, and it was a grocery store giveaway here, like in my area anyway, um, in Milwaukee. And I grew up having I collected it. I traded pieces with my aunt. I was a child. I was a teenager, whatever. I traded pieces with my aunt, so I would have the whole. I had the whole set, and I don't know whatever happened to it. And that like goes to show because I sure as heck would have still. She's like, "You're never gonna have this. You're not gonna have an orange kitchen with all this." And yes, I would have, because yeah, I would have. But so it's kind of funny, like the things that you have that you had that But anyhow, I have the hope chest in there. I got it refinished when I acquired it when I got married, and we paid like a few $100 to have it refinished, and it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And that's the one thing that I would never allow anybody to put a drink on or whatever. Do I not get to enjoy it? Yes, I still will be able to enjoy it because now it's going to be, because I never put it in the sun anywhere where the sun was or anything. And I have it in a place now where I was going to have to cover it to do what I wanted to do. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to just fold towels, my blankets or quilts, the ones that I'll be keeping that I'll use and have. And I'm going to fold those and put pillows up on there, whatever, because they're in a certain corner. It'll be right next to my bed. I'm not going to have I was going to use this thing I got, an old record player thing, um, that I got from Danny. Used to be my side table, but I got a wicker one in the last few years, couple of year, I don't know, pink wicker one that I'm using. And I don't need one on this. I don't have anybody else on the other side, so I'll just have that hope chest over there and have my pillows up on there, whatever. Now this one, I think I would. What is this? This is a. Yeah, I think this I would get rid of. This is just a otherwise it'll go on my dresser or something on top of something in my bedroom or in here. It's just whatever. I don't know yet. Like this one for sure. This stuff I'm not zoning right now because I know what some of this is. Um, and it could be keep whatever. I mean, sell or keep. I like I said, if anybody's interested in something, hey, you had that thing, would you sell it? You know, you guys know I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be $25 now, But it's super cool. I could use it on my counter over here because I know what my colors are gonna be in certain areas, or I could not need to have it at all because I have a lot. I don't know yet. Oh, oh, oh yeah, this is cool. Look at this. Now this I think I bought to sell because I love it, but I don't really have a place for this. But I never got to sell all my stuff, because I stopped doing that. And, I'm not like gonna rush to look at that Jim Morrison. If it was the hot picture of Jim Morrison, I do have a, standard. There's this one picture of him that just is like so sexy. Maybe it's down in the corner. No, it's not. But anyhow, I love the doors, and I would put it in a certain area. But I mean, I'm also not a youngster or a hipster or any of those things. I only have so much room for so much on my walls too. So there's just not a place for this. So this will not end up staying here. Um, but it's cool. So again, this is for sure something I would look up, and if anybody's interested, I could sell this. But yeah, I mean, I bought all this stuff for a reason. Yeah. See, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to put anything on the walls. Um, that's why I know all too. That's why I'm all too familiar with all of the home interior stuff that we sell now, because I had it when it all came out. That's what was on my walls. I was only allowed to put my posters on my bedroom or my closet door, and that was this big. That's it. My Teen Beat, Tiger Beat, 16, all that kind of stuff. This I love. Oh, this I can't. I will definitely use this on one of my like shelves of my things. Isn't that cool? It's a hodgepodge rug. That's what it says. Couldn't have said it better. But it's the right colors, and that actually I can put that over here right now. Some things I can zone right away because I do know for sure. Now this, I still haven't come across. Oh, maybe I will in here though. I don't know. I think I bought a vintage shower curtain. Thank you. Maybe I'll see before that. I don't know. But yeah, otherwise I will be getting down there and talk to you for a little while eventually. I don't know if I bought this because I just didn't know what I was going to end up doing or having but this is like something that it weighed nothing. So if I got it at the bins, I probably paid like, 10 cents for this. I don't think I'm gonna need to keep this. Oh, it's World Market. That's another reason. Because I always did well with World Market stuff. Um, it's really nice. It's longer than I thought. But yeah, it would be a good living room thing, but I don't have a typical window situation in my living room. I really only have two windows in the whole place. One's in my bedroom. It's smaller, but it's there. And then this one here, and then it goes right through my bedroom. I mean my living room, and then this is like my dining area, but it's gonna be like my art area, basically. Yes. Um, I have the green ones. Did you make no the green? You made me pink ones. I haven't found those yet. I can't remember if those. I know they're somewhere. I found the green ones that my friend's mom made, and I have my other ones that I did find because I washed them and I misplaced them. So, but yeah, I have slippers. I almost have a set of slippers in every room because I don't wear them around here all the time, but I walk out. I love it. I go do my laundry in my slippers, like when I had a house, because I'm in the same building and I love it. I don't feel like I have to put on shoes to go get the mail. But anyhow, yeah, these colors are very much my living room story. But I only have this one window now, so and I already have what I need for that. So I thought I probably would, yeah, I'll sell these if I don't, or that panel thing. If I don't, I'll use it in some other way, like drape it over something or use the fabric. Um, oh, this is good. Look, this is gonna be used in my bedroom. Look at that. I have shears up that I had gotten, brand new for they were there. I got 2 packs for $2 each. Well, that's what sticker price was. They were brand new for like $6.99 or $8.99 or whatever each. And I finally got them up, and they're shears, but they're pink, and they have flowers in them. Like burned out or whatever. But I also found this other thing that I'm like gonna drape over because they have this tabs, and I can't stand the way it looks because you can see the rod thing. So I found something else the other day. I'm like, oh, I can use that in there and drape it over, or I could use this one. So it just depends on what I end up all having, and that's why I'm not like using things or putting things up right away because there's other things that I have, and I'll decide. So this, oh, look at the colors. Oh, this is a dress, I think, or a top. It's a top. And this is a top that might fit me. I don't know. It might be a child's dress for all I know. I don't remember. Sometimes I would just buy stuff because of it's no, it's my size. Well, it might be too big on me even now. I don't know. But look at this. This is my jam. If I don't wear this, I will cut it up and use it for things in the kitchen or my bedroom, to be honest. That'll go either one. Oh God, I forgot. See, this is the thing I love. Can my spacer for that rod? That's what I need. Hi Annette. um I went to Target to get to get a longer one. They don't even have this one anymore. And I just bought this like a month ago, maybe. And so I don't know. I haven't, and literally this happened last night, and I'm like, man, I don't know what kind of. And then the maintenance guy came for something else this morning. I didn't ever have a swinger thing for my toilet paper. Well, I bought my own finally, and he has to fix this other door, but I literally was asleep, so I was like, no, not right now. But I did show him something else that I'm gonna have to write a work order for. I was kind of trying to do everything at one time because I hate to be like, and this and this and this and this. It's like I don't want to be that person until I know for sure what needs to be fixed or what is okay the way it is or whatever. But I I wish I would have said something to him this morning, like, "Hey, do you happen to have anything to elongate this thing? You know, or is there a longer rod that's out there?" So yeah, that's what I'll need to do, a spacer. Yeah, because I was like, I don't know how that, if they'll just like nestle inside of one another or what. Because then I'm gonna do that capiz thing. I'm gonna use zip ties to attach, because I just need that. That's gonna be in the middle panel. See, I think I've showed you guys this already, but I'll show you anyhow. See, that's what and that none of these are plate. Well, they're kind of in place ish, but then I had to move them when I did those things, and I don't want to move them again until I had the things up to see exactly where they'll fall. But I'm gonna have like, so the two panels that I'll put up, but then the capiz shell in the middle, and I also have a turquoise shear that I've had. Well, I don't think I'm gonna need to use that at all. I bought a regular shear that I thought that's what I really want to put like in the middle, just mainly for at night, because you can see straight in here. Yeah, I'm on the second floor, but still. But I live in a residential area that's not like, the street over there is kind of angled. And so I only think like if people are driving, they could see, because if I have lights on and stuff, you know. Um, so it's not like really, it's a little bit of a privacy issue, but not really. And I like having the light. So, you know, I'm not a blackout shades kind of person, because I'd sleep forever then, you know. Well, which would be nice to sleep forever right now, but because I'm so tired. But look at this. I got this. I got this because I just really wanted this. I'm cutting this off. I don't know what I'm going to use it for exactly, but I mean, I bought this whole pillowcase. I don't need that. And that's a child's pillowcase, or, well, not necessarily a child's pillowcase, but someone that's sick at the time. Um, but I was like, I'm gonna cut that and make it do something. I'm also gonna be setting up my sewing machine at some point in time to learn to do some things. What on earth is this amazingness? Oh, this is a shirt. It's not my size. It's called Peaceful People. It's a size medium. Oh, that is good. I think I bought it for arting. But if anybody like is a size medium and has to have this thing, Peaceful People. I don't know what that is. It sounds like it's made in Indonesia. It's 100% rayon, hand washed cold water. Oh gosh, that's cool. Yeah, I know I bought that to use for art stuff, but if you're interested, if you have to have that. But look at this. That's gonna go in. I think I can pull this off. My head doesn't do well with I'll try to do it. My head doesn't do well with headbands, and I used to always say it's because I have such a big head. But you know, physical, literally, not figuratively. But this is so cool. I think I could pull that off because it's kind of loose. It's not like gonna move, and my hair is a little different now. I think that works. I like it a lot. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, this is, oh, you guys. See, this is, I can't, oh, God, I gotta get good stuff. Look, this is a piece of, batik, I don't know, but I got it like this. I don't know where I got it, a thrift store or something. It's amazing. Look at that. How cool is that? I mean, I don't need more art because I have a lot of art to put up. I don't even know how I'm gonna do it all. But if anybody is interested in that, you know, I would buy stuff like this because I did all my arting with um Danny. And you know, when she passed away, I was like, I'm done. I'm not gonna do these things because it's gonna be too hard to do without her. She was such a great teacher and a guide and all these things. And so I buy all this stuff. I have so much stuff, so many supplies, great stuff that I would just buy to have it ready. And so if I have it, I have it. If I don't, I don't. Um, because I have decided that I will in my time with her birthday coming up again. I was like, I still haven't done, like, I was gonna do a Danny journal because I was like, I'm gonna do a journal, a Danny journal, like, not like a memorial or whatever, but like inspired by Danny kind of thing. Um, I've done things for other people and different reasons, and I'm like, I still do need that creative outlet, and so I'm going to do junk journaling. And I know at some point, me and Julie from Day Trip are going to do something. She does a lot of that stuff. That she's so good at it too. Um, and we all have our different, like, kind of like um style or whatever too. So I like it. I like it because the thing about art and creating is that different is good. Doing different things is good. We can all follow the same pattern, so to speak, of something and all come out with something different. You know, that's what I love. Okay. Now I hope there's things wrapped up in here. I hope this isn't just all, this might be all just wrapping tape or, like stuff that I threw in there because I always like to recycle. This is going somewhere up. I'm gonna need a good, this is heavy. I might even have this taken off and just put the sign up, but I don't think so. I think I'm gonna have to have this like mounted really well in just the right place. But when I lived in LA, one of the places I lived was in Hollywood. When I moved out from my roommates, I lived in Hollywood. I lived in this building. I think it was Alto Nido or whatever. It's in the very beginning of the movie Sunset Boulevard. Now, if you watch old movies, you see a lady writing, and she's in the window, and that's the building I lived in. Could be the same unit, even. I don't remember. I have to watch that. But anyhow, it's just a couple blocks up from Hollywood and Vine. Um, I lived on Ivar, and Hollywood and Vine was just like one block this way and one block that way. If you were in my bathroom on the throne, you looked out, and I lived two blocks away from Capitol Records. So you'd see the building right out my window. Or if you were on my little, like, I had a Romeo and Juliet balcony thing. If you went and you looked out that, to the left was the Hollywood sign. So I found this years ago, and I was like, I have to have this right now. This is very heavy. This is like seriously heavy. But I've never put it up even when I lived in my house because I just never had the right place for it. Oh yeah, this is all, oh yeah, that went faster. This is all, needs to be recycled. It's all just paper. Because I don't throw things away in case I need them, but I have so much recycling, or so much, like, now I have a place that I can get bubble wrap for free, but I don't really need that outlet anymore. But I still have some in my car because I have some stuff I want to send some people when I get to a certain point. That I'm always gonna see stuff and think of people, and I'm not gonna buy it all because I can't. I'm on a budget, But when I was selling, it was different. A little, to a degree, I just made better deals for people sometimes, and which turned out to be practically everybody, really. But anyway, yeah. Now, see, I have this to use up there, in my cat closet. I'm gonna do one more box because it's right there, and I've been kind of wanting to do that. And I don't know what's in it, so sorry, hang on. I don't want to move the tripod a ton, and I don't want you to have to look at my top of my head either the whole time. So this isn't how I operate all day every day, but I like I said, I take out a box, I go through a box, and I zone it, and I take them and I put them in these zones. Like I'm not decorating right away. I'm just piling up like all of my pottery or all of my glass or all of my whatever it is that I am doing at that moment. Um, what the heck happened to that freaking clip? I swear I just saw it again. But then I wasn't having a hot. See, and it's not a hot flash. It's just my body temperature is not acclimating or whatever because my meds. It's just I'm all out of whack. That's all. Um, I don't think this is gonna work because I don't have anything to clip my hair up with. But see, and now this is gonna whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's so weird. I just saw it again when I was talking. I was like looking right at it. It's so funny. Okay, so a Temu buy. Good thing I got that taken care of and done. I was like, I know I bought scissors at some point. It was a 3-piece set, different sizes, really large ones and medium and then small. And ooh, this is a good one. You guys, this is gonna be a fun one, I think. But and I have bought so many t-shirts from Temu because of losing so much weight. You know, I'm not here to talk about that, but and some people have asked. I get a lot of DMs about certain things, and yes, I have lost. But then I hit like this plateau, and then Walgreens jacked up my thing. So then I had to like take a different level instead of moving up to the next level. Otherwise, I would have had been without. Well, then I ended up without anyway because I would have had to pay over $1,000 out of pocket. I don't have that. So I haven't been on my that medicine right now. But that doesn't. I'm still losing. I'm losing on my own still because I'm, you know, just not. I have my portions under control now, and so yes, I've lost in the last year and a half since that one time when I had the heart thing when I was in the hospital for a week. I've lost 80 pounds in like the last year and a half, and so I went on the shot like in May, sometime May 13th. It was Jill's birthday. But I've been off of it for over a month now. And but yeah, and I was on like I hit a plateau for a while, and then I was going through so much emotionally and physically and everything. So it was hard. It's hard. It's not like I'm gonna fall off the wagon though, because trust me, when you go through a lot of this stuff and something happens and you get so sick, it's disgusting. You don't ever want to feel that way again. Yeah, baby. This is Serve Well, 100% melamine, whatever you want to say. But look how cool. That's Kitchen Zone. And I'm only going to put it over here because I'm not getting up and down, up and down, up and down right now. Bathroom. This goes in the bathroom. My vintage Christmas. You got it. Yeah. Hi, hey, Velma. Yes, Mariah, I will talk to you. Yes. But this is part of one of my collections is these little vintage soaps. Well, I have some bigger ones too, but they're usually, this is the kind of stuff that you find like at a really good estate sale. But I have like quite a few in here. American Airlines, Cashmere Bouquet. I've got a couple old Camay. I got a dial. A couple different dials and I got a Best Western. That shouldn't even be in there, but whatever. And then there's this other dial one. But these are going to go into different display. Right now I've got them in here. So I've got this and I forgot the Sweetheart one. That's the best one. But I love that and I can't wait. I've got like that zone is, I think I just broke a nail. Yeah. I've been having to need to do my nails anyway because they're all wonky, growing all nasty, weird shape. Um, Anyhow, that's gonna go in the bathroom zone, so I'm just gonna put it right here and I'll take it to the zone after I get off. Oh no. Oh, see, this is what happens when stuff is in storage for so long. Even if it's wrapped nicely, got towels and stuff, but it's too thin and somebody probably put it down hard and it just hit in the right spot, or wrong spot, so to speak. I might be able to still keep this piece and work it into my display up there, but these pieces are trash. Um, and I think I have a different colored one of this something. Anyhow, this is so my jam. I'm all the flower power in there and I'm loving it. I love the way my kitchen is coming together. I love having that display space up there like I used to have. See, I will still reuse this, like if I spill something. um, this I'm gonna put a picture on there. Oh, that's another piece. I like this kind of, even though it's kind of like farm looking, but I like this will be like probably in my bedroom, I think, because it's black. I like every room should have a touch of black somewhere, and I do have. But that I think in my bedroom. Look at this. This is gonna be for some of my journals. Made in India, yeah, no kidding. For some of my journals, and possibly for tying together some stuff. But I also, how like I said, I practice what I preach. I have a lot of boho belts and stuff. But and that I am gonna zone over there because I know it's gonna. Oh, these are some of my socks that just somehow got. Oh, and a pair of slippers. This goes with what I'm wearing. I'm gonna wear these when I go down to get the mail. Yeah, baby. Yes. If you didn't think that uh, leggings could be saggy, they can be. And I'm proving it right now. It's crazy. Never thought anything in my life would sag on me except my boobs. And now all my clothes are. But anyhow, I get these from La La leggings. And if you I got them a few years ago, and I also have another pair with that have these cool hearts on them. They have a lot of different stuff. But if you need a hookup to that, let me know. One of my girls here, Beth, Dragonfly Attic, she sells them. But I've had these for years. But anyhow, I love them because these are so atomic mid-century. I love them. But anyhow, personal pair of socks. I don't wear socks even nowadays. I don't like during the winter. These always good to have for some of my display stuff. I don't keep some of the crappier ones. I'm gonna zone those right now over here because I know. Now I just bought a butterfly with some color in it, and this is same doesn't have the wire things. I'm not big big butterfly person, but when you have like gallery walls and a certain vibe, this is totally fits in with all of that for me. And so this would be a nice little every here and there. It just pops out some dimension and something different. It doesn't have to be something that I collect in every corner of my life. But so this is a cigarette case that I bought long, long, long time ago. Long, long, long time ago. And I used it for my sunglasses. Which I haven't been able to wear because I haven't worn my contacts in like the last 3 years, maybe more. I don't know. They still look okay I think they still work. These are good. They are the right like tightness on your head. So if you wear them somewhere and then at night you can put them up and they'll still hug your head. So you don't always have to have a purse with you. When you go like for Summerfest and stuff like that, even though I don't really, but I might be able to do that. They changed everything after the Rona. Everything so much changed. But I think next summer I'm going to be able to like do a little living. This last summer, you know, I was still going through all my stuff. And then Danny got, was really at the height of her being sick, and my weight was still, but now, I mean, it was still, I am still. Anyhow, here's one of my Avons. An unapologetic Avon lady. I don't care what anybody says. You all can say whatever you want. I've been saying it for years and years and years and years and years and years before YouTube was even in existence. I collected Avon. And I also got rid of a lot of it, but I still have a lot of it. But these are some of the things that I'm recollecting. Oh, look at that. Perfection. But anyhow, this will be probably in a display. I think this one will end up in my bedroom, maybe. Because I'm just trying to think of like certain displays. Like some of my Avons are definitely in the bathroom already waiting to be put up. Now this is a kitchen, a Christmas thing or whatever. It's not really vintage. It's Ertl. Oh, actually, it's a 1952 Cadillac. Well, it's not from 1952. It's made in China, but I do have like a lot of pink Christmas stuff that I'll do like in my bedroom for Christmas. This is one of those that I bought. I have several different that I've bought to put on my to put on my enamel pins that I collect. This maybe was a personal usage one that is probably going to be too big for me anyhow now. I had to get a new belt the other day because my belts have so much excess on them. So anyhow, this I don't know if I even I know why I bought it, but it's a cool vintage flashlight that looks cool. Just being me. And you know what? Yeah, hey girl. Aw, you are always working. Aw, thank you. I yeah, I'm gonna start being more on Instagram though, which I know you are. Um, I'm not selling anymore. I miss you. And trust me, girl, New York City is a place I want to go in my lifetime. I've still never been to New York City, so that's a place I'd like to put on my list of nice long weekend. Long, and I'm getting caught up on like Sex in the City. It's so funny that I say that because I never had HBO and now I have Max. Comes with my streaming service, whatever, and or my whatever I have. I don't know what do you call it. I don't know that technology crap. And so I never had HBO, so I never saw every episode of Sex in the City. I only saw it like on TBS when they would, you know, edit the crap out of it. So I already watched all of and just like that because I watched the movies. I watched all the last years, but now I'm watching them in completion from the very, very, very beginning, and it makes me miss Mr. Big even more. No pun intended, but it just is. But anyhow, yeah, that's somewhere I would like to go someday. Well, I can still, now that I can get around even better, to be honest. But yeah, so now I'm just going through some of my bags. This is gonna be the last box I go through because I went through a couple and then I picked this one, and this is a good one. Good one. So I was just telling everybody how I zone things because I have gone downsized so drastically and had stuff in storage for so long. But look at this, so cute. That'll go probably in my bathroom if I have. Yeah, I do have certain little areas, so I'll put that in my. I'm not doing it right now because it would be a lot of up and down. But I put things in the zones. Like I have a zone for my bedroom stuff. I finally did start decorating in my kitchen because I had to. I don't know where I would have put all the stuff if I didn't. But I'm gonna have to redo it because I found so much more already. I got my bedroom zone minimalist. Too late, and I don't care about that. I'm enjoying my stuff now that I'm finally getting to get to it. Like, look at this. I love this. This I got from when I was visiting Joelle, and then we went down and visited Jamie, Mid-Century Wasted, and she gave us this. She gave us like a um, welcome basket, you know. And here's another broken thing. Oh, guess what though? I don't. It's okay because see, well, there was a crystal in there that wasn't wrapped, and it broke the glass. That's why. You know, some stuff will happen. That's see, these were wrapped though. Yeah, I'm like finding all my crystals and getting all the good juju back in my life. But this was just a mug, so this is yeah, it was just a coffee cup, I should say. But I did just find the sugar and creamer yesterday of the Crazy Daisy. So some of these things, you know, it happens. That's okay. Uh, I trust me, could have been a lot worse. This is part of the yeah, this is part of the break. I'm like, is that a crystal or is that part of the breakage? Part of the breakage. So that's just a one of those Crazy Daisy mugs, which is fine because you guys, I have found so many. I have so many coffee cups and mugs and stuff, and sorry, this I do. You have to put my head in your face for a minute because I'm not leaving any broken bits on the floor for me to step on when I try to turn off the light later. But this is kitchen zone because that's totally, totally. I like this two reasons. I like the um atomic starburst, and then that shape of spoon I love. Turns out I have a lot of random like things like that that I've been keeping. It's a jackknife. Or yeah, is that what they call it? A jackknife? No, what do you call it? A pocket knife? I think this was my uncle's, and I think he gave it to my son. And I think I took it away from him when he was younger. I'll give it back to him when I see him this weekend. Because you know, when boys are boys, you they're at a certain age at some point where there's like this. You don't want them to do anything stupid, so if you can help it, you do. Okay, so I'm just dumping out the rest of this broken. So two things broken in this one, but that's okay. It really is. You know why? Because it's only stuff, first of all. And secondly, obviously I can find it again, for the most part. But you guys, I mean, if it's certain things, I would be crying. This is going in the kitchen up on that. I see right where I'm gonna put it. This is going in the bathroom zone. I found so many more towels that every time I do a load of laundry, I find another towel or whatever, but that's okay. Because they're looking so good. This is going to go with my crystals. And I can't wait to uncover all of them also because I need to get my juju back. Oh, I'm so excited. Because at Christmas time when I was going shopping, I was like, oh, I know my other place went out of business or didn't go out of business. They closed because the lady, she's in her 70s, I think, and she has gone through some cancer treatments or bouts, I should say. And finally, she's like, I'm moving up north. I'm done, whatever. So I was like, oh, this is my close, good, go to, great selection. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go to this one I know of that was in this town that Danny lived in. Well, I went and it was gone, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Because I was getting some crystals for the my one cousin's daughter is into them, and that's what I get her for Christmas and her birthday and stuff. Well, so I googled and I found this new place and I was like in love, right? And I went there a couple times. I took Nancy there, all that. Then guess what? Went for Christmas time. That was at the birthday time, I think. Then at Christmas time I went and I'm like, they were selling for like an off or something. I don't know. And I'm like, "Are you guys closing?" And she goes, "Yeah." I'm like, I was so bummed. So I bought a bunch of stuff. I got that. That's in the other room. And but then the other day I was driving and I'm like, oh, literally 2 minutes up the street. I, I live a block off of a main street. So one block up and then a couple blocks, few blocks in. So like 2 minutes away. It's a new stone. It's minerals and memories or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna have to be making a stop to get get in with the peeps. Look, I have so many command hooks and stuff. So my stash. That'll go in my stash zone. I do have a place for that too. And this is electrical tape that and I know this is from the Dollar Tree, but I don't know where or when or why, but I probably got it at a rummage sale. Ooh, look at these. The packaging. Bow pins. That's some cool vintage packaging right there. That'll be going on my the one thing I still have not found is a cool display rack. I want the kind that you can put, hang things on, an old display that maybe turns. And I'm okay that I didn't find one yet because I haven't looked totally hard. I'm always looking, but now I'm gonna like know where I or how. Um oh. Mm. Probably need to charge it or put a battery in it. It's brand new. It's got a little sticker here. That's cool. I like the way it looks too. It's cute. Almost. Well, I want to say almost done. Yeah, I'm almost done. But some good stuff here. I see. This is an Avon going in the bathroom zone. This is the clock radio that my sister had. I think then we ended up having it in the bathroom or something. Maybe that's where we ended up having it. Anyhow, I was like, it's just a memory. My sister died like 15, 16, 17 years ago now. It's on my calendar. I can't remember. I mean, I know what day it was and all that. December, another December one in my family. So I hate the month of December so much. Ugh, sorry. So I know where that's gonna go. Oh, I must have needed an emergency pair of tweezers and then probably found my regular one. So I'll just put this in with my art stuff and use it during my journaling and arting. I got one like this for Christmas from Tammy. I found, yeah, I think it was green. Or did she give me this one? I don't remember. She got one for me that was thrifted for Christmas one year, and I loved it. And then I found a different color, or vice versa. So I have a green one. Yeah, this one is the one I. Um. So it's missing a couple little things, but that's probably. Yeah, I probably bought this one. I think she got me the green one, but they're gonna be so cool at Christmas time. I can't wait. I mean, I know Christmas just passed, but this coming up Christmas is gonna be like it's gonna be on. I'm not even waiting until November 1st. It's gonna be even before that because I cannot wait. It's been years since I've been able to decorate for Christmas. Oh, this is nice. Yeah. This will go on my bar cart, probably. Which is right there. Which is so good. But you don't get to see that right now. It's got wear, but when I buy things for myself, there's certain things that don't bother me. Okay, so here's a bathroom towel that'll get washed again. Ooh, yeah. I think this might be a Georges Briard. I'm not sure. Yep. That'll probably go on the bar cart. My bar cart seems to be like Georges Briard Central over there. It's kind of coming together pretty cool. Since I don't really drink or anything. I mean, I do. have a drink every now and then if I'm at an event, but I don't go to events. I don't go anywhere. So anyhow, this can go over that zone after I am done with this. And oh, this is uh some of my reselling people stuff. I bought stuff from cards that I got from people. Oh, this I just bought the card or something, or somebody sent it to me. Look at how cute they are. Love, love, love. Yeah, just a bunch of that sort of stuff. And then, oh, this is well, now I get to read this Adventures of a Metalhead Librarian. Hey Denise. Denise, I am I'm a terrible person because I don't think I ever did. After you told me that your mom passed away, I wanted to send you a card, and I don't think I ever did. Because then I was moving and just stuff everywhere. Just want you to know how I'm just, you know. Anyhow, this is a book that this woman wrote, girl, woman, whatever my age, I'm sure. Um, Laurel Canyon. Um, anyhow, this is hi Helen. Um, a friend of mine is in this book, and he was also in he's been on American Bandstand. He was one of the people in Tiffany's band. He's been on what's that show that Ed McMahon did, like a talent show? Star Search? I never watched it, but he was on that. He's my ex-husband's one of my ex-husband's best friends. He was in our wedding. I'm still friends with him. He still rocks. Uh but you know, we're all grown up now. But anyhow, he said something about this when the book came out, so I bought it. I still haven't read it. But now I'll be able to. Yes, yes, yes. And you all think I should write a book. I could never, but I have lived some stuff. And I've got this. This is gonna go in my bedroom, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Vintage, I love it. And see, this didn't break, but some of that other stuff did. That's so just. This I got from. I know I remember getting this from Joelle, which I might have gotten those other some of. It's a selenite charging station. Hi, Amy. Gaston. Amy's killing it in the reselling. She's got you got a store, don't you? Where you live? So here's some of my sheets that I stored away. My light pink sheets. I'll just get to wash those and yeah, I'm not. And that just finished unboxing the third thing, which is more than I planned on doing, but this last one was a really good one. So, anyhow, and that's going to the recycling because it's all bashed in. Yeah, so I got my notes here now that I'm done doing all that, unpacking stuff. I'm going to go to my notes, which I put in, I used my notebook as a zone. And, so what I do is I'm zoning stuff is what I call it. And, no, that's not like an original term, but it's what I'm calling it because it's what I'm doing. I've made zones for the things that I've got as I unpack them because I have it's a lot, and it's hard when you are downsizing so tremendously. So anyhow, now I'm going to use my notes and kind of guide myself through and see if I covered everything I kind of wanted to say, because I didn't want to say anything too offensive or anything. But anyhow, so yeah, I've had my channel for 5 years and I've been reselling for 4.5, and I no longer need, to live in my car or live on a couch or stay with a friend or make a side income. It wasn't a side income. It was never a side income. It was an income just to keep me alive. For a while, oh, okay. Four booths. Um, I, I lost my job in corporate America years and years ago. Then I was on disability, or on, uh, and at that point, I was already trying to get, um, I was having problems. That's when we finally gauged, or that I got the diagnosis of the fibro at some point after some major, major pain that I was dealing with, that I am now, really, because I'm not with my meds. And again, not having my meds. And so that's why I can't wait for next week, get back on track. Um, but anyhow, I fought and fought for so many years because I needed the disability. I did this. Thank you. I did this because it's fun. And it at the beginning, I did have an income from it. Yeah. And I needed that. Um, now my kids are basically on their own, and I, have gone through a lot in the last several years. And I mean, you know, this community, so to speak. I mean, I'm in different branches of this community, and I'm outside of this community also. I'm in another community that I don't see anybody of you, because I'm like just like in a different, like, kind of a world at that point. But there are so many different reselling communities, so to speak. We all didn't know that there was something beyond ours, but there are so many out there, so many. But anyhow, I did it more for fun because it was so enjoyable, and I love people and all that, and I love the fun that I was having and the relationships and stuff that I've developed, the friendships, some ups and downs in that regard, in both regards, selling and friends and all that. And sometimes it's too much. Sometimes it's like, I didn't do this to make friends. I have a lot of friends in my life. I have a lot of people. It just so happened that I've made a couple of really lifelong friends, and um and and a lot of people that I'm close to. And thank you. Thank you. Well, for one thing, I've gotten rid of a lot of weight, and I'm still losing, so that's, it's just been able to be a more of a priority, because now I can make food for myself and take care of myself, and not have to, like, eat out of convenience, or all that stuff. Um, but like, one thing is that I've always been transparent. Always, I've always kept it real, right? Um, and I still have a channel, and I never did merch, all that stuff that everybody did. And I thought, you know what? There's still, I still might come out with something. You never know. I still have a channel. I'm just not doing live sales anymore. Um, but sometimes I think I was maybe too transparent. Maybe I overshared. Maybe I told you guys too much. Now, when I say you guys, I don't mean any. I'm not specifically looking at you or you or you. I mean, yeah, there are some specific people, but they're not always here either. And there are people that don't say anything ever. Like, I don't even know that some people exist. And there are some people that have been honest with me always. And then there are some people that just they want to see failure. Some people do get pleasure out of other people's pain, I think. Sounds disgusting, but it is a thing. And yes, that was my stomach that just growled. Um anyhow, I don't I don't want to get to where I regret anything, because I don't have any regrets right now. Not really. I mean, I have some um ups and downs. I had ups and downs. And not all of them were my doing, I'll say. And if you know, you know. If you don't, I don't. It doesn't matter. And we're all mature people. Why would that some of this petty BS be a thing for people? I hope that most of my people are not like that. Yeah. And I just, it's like I just aren't we all just are we all wrong? um but anyhow, like I said, I've just and in the name of transparency, because that's always been the way I am. It wasn't an agenda, it's just who I am. It is I am really this person. I have never been any different. I'm not if I'm not happy, I'm not happy. If I'm going through some stuff, I'm going through some stuff. Um I don't I'm not trying to get attention. If I lost half of my subscribers tomorrow, I wouldn't care. I lost a lot at some point. The whole like stupid all right, talk to you later, Nancy. I wouldn't have a problem with that. And I don't I because I'm not here to, you know, make it big or be discovered. I'm be discovered. Like I'm not 22, it's me. I do it for fun. I do it for pleasure, whatever. Um I am at a point where I finally got the disability and I finally got an apartment and I got the things that had become my goal, because of my pain and my situation. Um and a lot of people make assumptions about a lot of that too, and that's fine. Assume yourselves away. Because I'm not gonna apologize for being me, or I'm not gonna walk around with my um, you know, list. Sometimes I've said, I wish we all had a bubble, one of those talking bubbles that just was over our head that said what our stuff is. Because, I you get that. You don't look disabled. You don't look this. You don't look I don't care how I look. I care how I look, but I don't care how I look. Do you know what I mean? I'm not vain. I'm not gonna put a pound of makeup on my face every day. I'm not gonna no. I put on moisturizer and I have to put on my tail on my eyebrows because they're gone. Um, you know, yeah, yes. Thank you. And it's like I'm also not like I'm not trying to compare myself to anybody. Well, that you assume correctly. Um, and again, this does have something to do with like some of the loss I've had in my life, and in the last like couple of years have been, and I'm gonna cry because I'm not on my stuff that keeps me from getting too mushy. But my situation, some of the people that have had a hand in it or whatever, if people take any joy in this, f them. Um, I lost my one source of unconditional love, complete and utter unconditional love. I had to give up because otherwise I would have had to stay in my car. And it became winter, and I had just gotten out of the hospital of a week with a heart issue. And I didn't have anywhere else to go. I had kind of um taken advantage not taken advantage, but I had been able to take Bella with me when I left Jill's. I was able to take her to Danny's for a while, and that was always supposed to be temporary. Jill knew I had a dog. She had a dog too for a while. I don't ever think I took advantage of Jill, even though she has a certain person in her life that thinks I did. I'm sorry, but I've known Jill since I was one. She's like a sister to me, and people can say or do or think whatever they want. I don't care. I don't care. I know in my heart how I feel, how she feels, how we both feel, how we've discussed things. Again, live and learn from sharing too much sometimes. And I'm not just saying that about people on here, I'm talking in general in life. Um, but when I stayed with Danny, I was able to have Bella, but then I wasn't able to stay at Danny's all the time. And this is before she was really sick, or before she got cancer again for the fifth time, I believe now, a different kind. But I knew her husband was just like, I couldn't keep staying there with the dog, but he let me. But then I couldn't go by my mom's. I was staying at my mom's part of the time when it became winter. Both places I was staying. Otherwise, I was at just Danny some of the time, but I was in my car some of the time. And I don't know if people really knew the extent of that reality of that. And it's a lot. It's a lot. You think, oh well, good. You have people you can count on. It's a lot. It takes a toll on you in every freaking way that it possibly can. And I am not the kind of person that wants to have to always have everybody do things for me. Yes, I like to know that I got somebody I can call, or somebody will help me do this, or guide me through something, like, or be my shoulder to cry on, but not 100%. Bam, 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 bam. You know, so that gets to be in a lot. But anyhow, um, when I had to give up Bella, that was a very defining moment in things in general. It maybe seems like nothing to people because a lot of people say it's just a dog. And to them, I say, F you. Period. That was my emotional support dog. And I couldn't even take her with me to my mom's. So I had to give her up. And from what I understood, she did go to a good home, because I called because I was having such terrible anxiety about it. And I was such a wreck. I called the place and I'm like, can I see her again? Because I said, she hasn't been adopted yet. Has she? No. But I knew she was being fostered. And they said if that she saw me, that it would do more harm than good for her. Because, it would take her back to, confusion and stuff if I left again. And people that don't think people that really need an emotional support dog for a reason. I've been divorced for over 20 years, and I am not going to be with anybody just to settle, just for the sake of being with somebody. A man does not define me. A man does not make me who I am. But love, a partnership, all that stuff does. And if you don't get the right thing after you've already had what wasn't enough, apparently, for, both of us, um, in every regard, whatever. Hey, I got my kids. I love my kids more than anything in my life. But things start happening in your life and changing, and Bella was there for me. And I was there for Bella. I rescued her, but I had that mug that says who I still have it, and I'm going to have to get rid of it because I can't, nobody bought it, but I can't, it's too much, because she did rescue me more than anything. But I miss her every single freaking day, every day. I don't have anything that loved me, like that. My kids, that's it's all there, but it's different, I don't have somebody with me every day. I don't have my dog. I'm not going to get another dog. I know people are like, oh, you can get another dog. No. I'm not getting another dog. And now it's like, that would be just a possible another heartbreak, and it would be more financial stuff and all that, and it's that would be putting more on my plate when I'm finally getting to a place where I need to be. And I mean, I've thought maybe I'd foster a dog, or I can always like help somebody out or whatever, dog sit. I don't know if I ever needed that, but I don't need just any dog right now, I needed Bella. And having gone through the stuff, and you guys always knew a lot about that stuff, and you guys knew Bella. Um, but so that was very hard, and it still is. And so anyhow, um, making a boatload of money and all that from reselling on here was never my goal. It was just to have fun and enjoy the. I liked the vibe, the community, everything at the time. Um, and then this more I got the things the list of stuff that I wish just was there so everybody would just know what's wrong with me because I look okay and stuff got worse and worse, and things do you know change over time, but um also like being self-employed is not a walk in the park, period. But um I've got notes because I covered a lot of it, but I wanted to go over again. Oh, no, I never want to have a storage unit ever again in my life. That was so liberating to take the very last thing out of there. I was giving things away. Not stuff like, oh, well, if you can make money off of it, you're going to try to make a few bucks. But there were some things that I got my use out of them, that I bought them for the purpose I needed things, and I don't need them going forward. If somebody else can get usage out of that, if somebody wanted to give me $10 or something, that would have been fine with me. But I wasn't asking. I never asked for money. I gave things away at the end. I gave away some different card tables I had a big square one, and I was giving it to somebody else in the building, when I was unloading some stuff. And then the girl goes, well, if you ever got rid of that one, and it was a smaller rectangular one, if you ever got rid of that, I'd be interested. And I go, here, you can have it. I wasn't intending to get rid of that one, but I was like, take it. Because I got plenty. I got plenty of stuff. I got tables, and they're going to be under my bed and under my couch and all that stuff. And because certain ones you just need to keep and all that. But so I'm not going backwards. I'm never going to have a storage unit again. If I need to be at a point where I need storage, then I will get rid of some things. Period. Um, that's just the way it is. I mean, I've always loved vintage since way, way, way before I was doing this. You know, I worked in a thrift store when I was in college, in the summer and stuff. So, and that was 40 years ago. So this is not new to me. Um, but, and I'm not a reseller just to, like, cause it's the thing to do now. It's just something I was always into. My mom and I had rummage sales since I was 8 years old, probably. And we had them every year, and people will wait to see that our sign go up on our corner and stuff. Um, but anyhow, when it comes to like the help I've had from people, they know they're appreciated. They know I'm grateful and thankful. And if they don't know, then that would be on me. And I'd want to know that. And if people don't address a situation, then you don't know. But I think I'm good with everybody in my life, except like you say, the haters and stuff. And I don't care about that. I'm not apologizing to them. Um, I'm talking about like in my life, my real life. Um, but my physical health and my mental health were very much tested, I would say, and pushed to the boundaries. And so it's nice that oh, you talk a lot, whatever. Yeah, guess what? Also say what I need to say. I speak on talk to my doctor to my pain about my pain or this or that. I don't just tough it out. Whoopee, because you can. Okay, you didn't have drugs when you had babies. Good for you. Did you get an award for that? Didn't know there was one. There's not. My kids are healthy. Nothing's wrong with anybody. And all that kind of stuff. So physically, like, yeah, you talk to your doctor about things that affect you. You you do you. You take care of you. You don't have to tell everybody everything, and even I don't. I do overshare, but I came to terms with that, and I've learned my lesson. Um, um, I don't. I feel like nowadays you can't really talk about everything anymore either. It's just the world that we live in, the way things are. I'm not gonna lose friends uh, based on the outside factors of our country, our world, our lives. The things that are not quite in our control, things I know, like whatever. Not going there. I do vote. Did my part, whatever. You do you accept things that you can accept. You what is that whole thing? Change what you can, all that kind of stuff. Um, we all have our different things. I hate that I feel like we can't talk about certain things, otherwise we might lose friends. But then are they really your friends? No, you know what I mean? So, I will say that I stay transparent. I'm happy. I'm not a hoarder. I'm listening to my heart now more than ever. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve, but I have to also let my head speak and say, don't say that. Don't tell people that. Don't give them all of that. People that think they know everything about me don't know the half of it. I can tell you that much too. um, but I just think that I got to a point where this wasn't giving me the joy that it used to. Not to you know, beat a dead horse with that word joy, but it doesn't give me this joy that it used to, because I feel like there are people that think you're asking for advice when you're not, and or I know a lot more than you guys, some of you maybe give me credit for. But you can only do so much. You can only say so much. You can only at this moment do. I'm happy. This is what I want. I am so ecstatic about like just some of the things I found today. And no things. It's not a material. Oh, she needs material things to make her happy. No, it's like I got to this point in my life where I can live with my collections, and I can collect things that I want, and not be poo-pooed or said that I it looks like a teenager's bedroom or whatever, kind of stuff. I'm gonna have whatever I want and do what I want, and judgment be damned. Because I think judgmental people are probably living in their own world of hurt. If you gotta be judgy about other people, then you got other issues that are not my problem. Um, I'll do things, I'm doing things on my timeline. Again, like I said before, I live in a winter climate. We haven't even had winter yet, really, except for some serious cold. And I'm not in any rush. I'm the one that lives here. I'm the only one that lives here. And it gives me the happiness to put it all together. Do I wish it was done? Yeah. Am I sad that it's not? No. It's just that you can't just I'm enjoying the process. Then, things happen, and then it's like I'm not, my mother's not here to say it should be done by now. She even said that by on the phone, and something a similar person said, well, I should just about be done by now or something. No, and I'm not sorry for that. I'm not. It's just is what it is. Um, let's see if I have anything else. I said that. I said that. Yeah, I'm gonna make posts on Instagram. I'll like not immediately, but I'm gonna start doing just like things, pictures or vignettes or whatever, the work in progress. And then at some point I will be back. I mean, I'm not leaving my channel. Um, some of you might. I don't know, and that's fine. Um, what was I gonna say? Uh, I'm gonna have tours. I'm gonna do a tour. I'm gonna do the rooms. I'm gonna do tours. I'm gonna get to doing the decorating. Again, I'm not in any rush. I've been here for how many years? I'm not going, and now I finally got to where I can enjoy this. I'm enjoying the process. I'm not gonna beat myself up. I'm not gonna physically strain myself more. All that stuff. Um, I know we all have to like be, if you have a channel, you feel like you're gonna alienate subscribers, right? I mean, I'm trying to stay with the word subscribers because I hate the word followers. To me, it's more like friends, right? But um, I'm just trying to be like neutral, so I'm saying subscribers, okay? And you feel like you have to be careful about what you say, but again, this is my channel. If I said and did anything wrong, YouTube would take care of me, punish me, whatever. Uh, and if anybody has been punished by some stupid ass in this realm, I have, by people that have made assumptions about what they think they hear. Um, I have inner knowledge of things in my life, in this world, in this life, whatever. I can sleep at night. That's what I can tell you. I live a truthful, honest life. I can sleep without, I mean, I can't totally sleep because my head has been just with all out of this stuff. But I can sleep restfully and know that I am doing things based on my morals, my principles. I don't do things out of spite. I try to do the right thing is, I guess, the best way to put it. I've always been that try to be the person that makes everybody else happy, but I am not going to say I'm sorry for trying to make myself happy now, because while there are some people that do make me happy, I don't see anybody really taking it on as a job. Because trust me, if that's somebody's job, they failed. Because I had a lot of unhappy in my time. Um, but it's not somebody's job. So don't think that you get to be responsible for making me unhappy either. You know what I mean? Um, I know I'm kind of going in circles, and that's kind of just the fatigue and the memory. Oh, if you have fibro, there are so many, and if you don't, let me just say, the people that have fibro, you could line up 10 people that have fibromyalgia, and we all, Tony, thank you. Um, you could line up 10 people with fibro, and every single one of those people is going to look different, feel different, have a different list of stuff that hurts or, is their kryptonite, so to speak. Um, and it's so real. And I'm so tired of like being, you know, judged by people that are, I thought, my friend, you know? But I don't know. So, like, this whole, like, oh, if you have a channel, you can't say things because you'll alienate subscribers. Well, what about me? Nobody cares about alienating me. People say things that are very hurtful. And I'm not looking for, like constructive criticism. If you want to say something, make a comment or whatever, yeah, that's good. I'm good. And I'm not just talking about the stuff that this recently where people are telling me not to shop and stuff. I don't care. Everybody's gonna say a certain thing because that's what they how they see it. I'm not a hoarder, so it doesn't affect me like that. It doesn't bother me. And one person that made the comment, it's so funny because we go back a long time, and she's always said, Michelle, I really don't like the stuff you sell, but I love you. And we've always talked about this. And one time she did buy something that was like kind of a funny thing, and I appreciate that from the get go. She was as transparent as I was, not somebody that you know was there for all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? And I always appreciated that and respected that. I still do. Thank you. Thank you, Pip. Sorry. I just knocked something. Nothing broke. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Well, and I mean, I'm not trying to like get like I'm not like having a pity party either, just to be clear to some people, not you, but I mean, just so some people understand. Like, this is not about that. And I know that there are people that are very gossipy and want to go from channel to channel to see. Amen, sister. Thank you. I mean, I'm still gonna have my channel. I'm just not gonna have a live every Thursday, a live doing a sale, a live doing anything live. I am just gonna have a channel, just like, oh, not like I'm not comparing myself because I am this compared to her magnificence, but um, Erin, I always use Erin as Erin from the collection vintage. I always use her as a an example because she was one of my first YouTube people that I really liked, and that I watched and I respect. And she's real. And, she got to where like the selling is just not, you do it, other things are more important, other things work better for you. And I know there would be, if there cannot be hate toward her because she's just too sweet and nice a person. Somehow I am only this sweet and only this nice because a lot of people love to hate on me too. And I don't care. I don't care. There is something, I know most of my demographic is my age, give or take, right? My demographic is an older demographic. And I appreciate that because as much as I love the younger group, and sometimes I forget that I'm of an older group, um, we're all just we all just want to be happy and enjoy things a certain, and that we like what we like, and not apologize for it, and enjoy who we enjoy. And I get new people coming up on my feed, and then I share that with people, certain people, that I know would that I'm like, oh, do you watch? Did I not know about? You know, but it's funny because you guys have no idea how many, even unpopular me, gets a ton of stuff in the DMs, a ton. I don't live in a cave, okay? I don't live under a rock. I do see stuff. I haven't had time. I haven't made time for all of that because I have other priorities. But yes, I do see a lot out there. You guys don't all know what I see or know because I don't publicize it, I guess. You know, but and I don't know how some people do have time for some of the ridiculousness of it. I don't need everybody to know what I'm almost embarrassed of some of the stupid stuff I waste my time looking at or watch. So I don't really want everybody to know that I watch or do or to look at or laugh at some stuff. That's my own personal thing. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's not my first rodeo, it's not my last. But it definitely has changed, and it's changed me a little bit. Um, Made me a little bitter, sure, a little bit, because when people aren't as basically as real as you are, then that's just not gonna always gel. Aw, I hope everything's better today. Um, and you're not late. You almost missed it because I'm pretty much wrapping it up. That's okay. Um, so yeah, like I said, I will be posting videos. I just don't. There won't be a regular, and I won't be posting. I won't be doing hauls anymore. Because I'm only now buying for my own stuff, and I'm not gonna put that out there. I'm not gonna ask people to criticize me because I bought a cookie sheet at the bins, or because yes, I did find a cookie sheet at the bins the other day. So there. um, right? Um, but everybody's like, well, maybe you should do this, or oh, you could do that. Ugh, I know how to do or what to do. It doesn't always, I don't have a pile of money to use to do certain things, first of all, or do things a certain way. So I make do with what I have, and I'm happy where I am right now, how I am. I was talking to somebody I know and said something about living here. I said I could live here. This is it. If I never moved again, if I died in this building, yeah, I'd be fine with that. And she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I have had like the last 3.5 years, at least a solid 3 years from hell, if not more. And I've gone through a lot of shit in the interim and all the. So don't ever make assumptions, people. That's all I'm just going to say. I'm not telling everybody everything here. And I'm not telling anybody what to do. But I'm just saying, and I'm not talking to anybody in particular. I'm just saying, for those of you that are the ones that have done some of the things, don't do stuff like that sometimes, Worry about you. Let other people worry about. Yes. Yes. It's, you know what? It's that whole like, it might seem like a joke or a meme, but given 0 Fs, it's a real thing because I care and I have compassion, but I have got to take care of my own, myself. And that doesn't mean I don't care. But I'm not here for, you know, goofiness. Every minute I have in my life is precious. Um, I have other goals that there's some aspects of my life you guys have no idea about. And you never will because that's my personal life, period. Like two people in my whole life might know about stuff to the extent of my life. And that's the way it's going to stay. And that's part of why I kind of made this decision too, because I know I overshare. I know I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I know people think I'm like this, like damsel in distress or something. I've gone through some shit. Yes, I have. I'm gonna get through it all. I've gotten through a lot of it. I'm gonna get through the rest. Um, I will never that's why I am alone, because I won't just for the sake of not being alone be with somebody. Um, I've had a couple heartbreaks in my life, um, and I will find somebody to. I always used to say, sit on the porch and drink lemonade with. Now I don't have a porch anymore, and I don't drink much lemonade anymore, but you know what I mean. You get the idea. And I just I like I just I'm get I guess I would say I'm tapping out on the lives, because going live, it ends up being like this, where I end up on the verge of saying too much, or and I know that I'm gonna get a bunch of DMs. Are you okay? Or yeah, but you don't really don't. You know, I am okay, and I don't need help. I get help. I have a Bob for my health. um, and I nothing has happened. I haven't met somebody and had my heart broke again or nothing like that. Um, but it's just that I got this far. I get so close to like the finish line, right? My ultimate happy. And then I just feel like there've been like factors that I've noticed more like that are just more I'm more aware of things that have been happening and um occurring in my life. And and it's just like aren't I mean, yes, I don't know how, and I don't want to say anymore because I don't want to say things in the way I don't mean to them for them to say be said or sound or whatever. But I am here because this community of people once brought me great amount of joy. I do still get joy out of this. I am not looking for everybody to pat me on the back and say it's going to be okay. I know it's going to be okay. And I do like it that like to see Tony here. You know, I haven't talked to Tony in a while. Tony and I used to almost talk every day. Guess what? We don't anymore. Does that mean that we hate each other? No, it does not. It's just that life, period. Life. I will have grandchildren too one day, and that will take up more of my life. And you know, I have plenty of time. I mean, of stuff to take up my time. If I didn't, I would see my entire living room floor right now. Again, not a hoarder. Just can't physically do everything. And having help, what help would my 24-year-old son be able to provide me right now? Except to say, Mom, really? Because he's a 24-year-old young man that would not understand my stuff. Nor does he need to, because he's a 24-year-old young man. And I am a 58-year-old woman that has lived a life. And I am still living. I'm not dead, you know? But and I'm going to live what I've got the way it makes me happy, because it's my place, it's my home. So I just don't have room for judgment in my life. I've never allowed it. I won't be around it in my real life. This is my real life, and just because it's virtual on here from me to you, and I don't know what a lot of you look like, or you know the lives you have and all that, but you see mine. Um, doesn't It's not just like a, I don't know how to say it. It's just weird. But anyway, Lori, I have something that I have to give you. It's had your name on it forever. It's a home called Elf or Pixie or whatever. I don't know how long I've had it. Must have been better part of a year anyway. I don't know. It's been wrapped up so many times and whatever. I don't know how I've never of all the times I've seen you and stuff, had stuff, but anyway, that's all for now, I guess. I just, like I said, I'm gonna still do videos, just not as often and not on a certain calendar. I don't give a shit about an algorithm. See, this is why I'm swearing a bit. Like this is not my money making, thing. Sending a super chat, FYI, the person loses probably 30% of that to Google AdSense. You only get paid if you make at least $100, and I'm sure some of those people are making thousands of dollars because they put out content and all that. That's not my job. That's not my life. I'm not living in my entire life in front of a camera. I am not putting on a show. I am not all the things. Okay. I'm being me. I'm going to continue to be me. I just got to a point where, yeah, I give zero F's because I'm just so tired of feeling like I'm being judged. And I won't tolerate that in, that's what I was saying. I won't tolerate being judged by people in my real life. I'm not going to tolerate it like this. You know, I don't have room for that kind of negativity. Um, just because I'm on here doesn't mean I'm here for everybody to take a hit at. And I don't care if you know somebody goes, oh, go to another channel and tell somebody else that this is what happened today. Comfy cozy, whatever. You know, I who knows how people are gonna uh, comprehend or whatever this whole thing. But I don't care, and I'm not that important. Trust me. Other people aren't on my radar either, so don't think that they are, and don't think that I care because I don't. It's just some people, some of the things, some of the lives that I've um, intermingled with over the last several years. That still is part of the story or the process or the way things have become, bad, good, or otherwise. Period. Um, I'm not here to throw shade. I'm not here to hurt. Um, not here to be like, oh, who, this, that, the other. Um, I don't know. I've thought about like doing a question and answer thing. Uh, I don't know if people are interested in something like that. Sometimes I think that's just something that people do just to create content. I'm not looking to create content. I would do a question and answer thing because I know people like to think they know ya better than they actually do. And even for somebody like me who wears my heart on my sleeve and overshares, trust me, there's still a lot you don't know. That's not a challenge. I'm just saying, thank you. I think so. I appreciate that because I mean that is I'd hate for somebody to think that this is an act because if anybody wants to act like they're in this much pain or act like they've been through so much shit or act like they've had so much loss or act like they've got a hole in their heart, then if that's how people want to act, then I'm sorry because uh you're going through some stuff that you're not sharing either. And you know what? We all have a Bob for that if you know what I mean. There's a Bob for everyone. Uh Even if it's just sometimes to talk about how great things are going. Everybody needs Bob to talk about the stuff that does not need to go out for the entire world to see. Um I feel like I've always just been the way I am because of a variation of reasons. I'd never want to be fake because that's not how I raised my children to be. I wouldn't want to be fake because I wouldn't want to put on a show and have people try to I wouldn't want people to think that's me. Ew. I mean, just no, I don't know. I don't know. Anyhow, I have to go to the bathroom and I didn't even hardly take any. I finished the other one, but I still I've had to go to the bathroom for like an hour now, and I am very thirsty and I want to drink something, but I couldn't if I didn't get to the bathroom soon, and I'm so hungry right now. So anyhow, again, I'm not going anywhere. Anywhere. I finally landed. Okay, this is what I've wanted. Not trying to make more work for myself. I'm trying to lessen the physical pain and strain of my life and enjoy the good. Um, I always have ideas. I always have too many ideas. So now my ideas are going to be for me, and that's it. So um, unapologetically doing less and being more. Yeah, getting my joy back, renewing my joy. What really brings me the joy is all these things. Yes. Yes. Because guess what? I haven't had other things in my life or other places. And so if this satisfies me, then that's what I'm gonna do because I am not looking for something that isn't real in my life. Uh, you know, I'm happy. I finally got happy, and I'm not gonna let anybody take that away from me now. It scares me. Oh, because this is something we're not supposed to talk about, right? Because it's so divisive, and it is, and it does upset me, and that's that. But I'm scared to death that I'm going to lose everything I fought for. Because then I don't have a life anymore. I don't. Everything I fought for would be taken from me. Um, then yeah, that would be the ultimate suck. So anyhow, happy, and yes, nothing to worry about. And no, I'm not selling. Yes, I have stuff still left over, so I can, sell it to you if you know of things or if you saw anything you want to question me about. The worst I can say is no. And that's it. Um, and I feel really good about it. Been worried about not doing sales or not doing a Thursday live because I've been consistently doing it for 4.5 years. And I don't feel bad about not doing it. I feel better than I thought I would, even. So, anyhow, Justin Timberlake's new album that's been out for probably almost a year now has never been in my hands, and it's being delivered today because I bought it. He's going to be in Milwaukee in a couple weeks, and I wish I could go. I wish I had a ticket. I don't. If anybody has any strings they can pull to get me there, backstage, whatever. I don't care. I'm not like a fangirl, but you know, Mama's still got a little pep left in her step, and I don't know. He just kind of makes me happy. So I'm gonna go downstairs because I think my CD has been delivered, and I'm gonna listen to it and have some joy or lunch, late lunch, and that's it. I'll be doing tours again. Yes, I will be doing tours. Don't know when. And I welcome your comments in the comments below. That's fine. But nobody needs to worry about, is everything okay? Everything's fine. I'm good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 100% yes. Yeah. I think the Heritage Sale is this weekend, and I'm gonna be, well, Nancy and I believe, are gonna be like in West Dallas, New Berlin this weekend. But no, look, we'll do something else. So you and I can like hit up a Vinny's and all that stuff or whatever. I haven't been to like you know where we could go? I could come over by you on a day as long as we're not like having an ice or snowstorm. Um, I wouldn't mind going to Water Street Brewery. I'm talking to Lori now. Uh, I don't go there very often, but occasionally, and then I've kind of gotten to. It's different now because I do have the patience now. Because I don't need to buy anything to sell. I'm only buying for myself, and so maybe I'll only buy a couple things. Or, it's refreshing. Um, but now I'm just sorry talking to Lori, but I want to go to Water Street Brewery because they have this Korean bowl that I love, and I've been jonesing for that actually. I forget what it's called, but and then there's that Goodwill over there that we could go to because our Goodwill has done away with half off color of the week, and I cannot believe that our region will our region, we have great Goodwills. I will never say anything different. We have great Goodwills. Our my Goodwill region is Chicago and southeastern Wisconsin. That's the so even if I went like an hour north of me to like Fond du Lac, it's a different kind of Goodwill and it's not as fun or enjoyable. And it has a bunch of like Dollar Tree crap or Big Lot crap or whatever, some kind of China crap. I don't like all that. I like, a good solid Goodwill. And the Greater Chicago, southeastern Wisconsin, however, whatever it's called, we have great Goodwills, but they can't. I don't think this will continue because people are going to be complaining. I already sent an email. I'm going to not stop sending an email. I know I'm only one person, but if you don't make your voice heard, you are nobody, so I can do that because I care about that. I care about that half off color of the week. It takes the joy out of my shopping if it's like not there. So now they're doing different things. Like this week it's 25, you get 15% off purchases of $25 or more. Well, so I was yesterday over by Danny's because I had to go there for something in that area for something. So I went to the place I used to always go with Danny, and so I just because I was there in that mindset, and so I was like, well, now I'm gonna make sure I spend $25, and I think I did exactly like 26. Well, it was like 25, 92 because the minus of 99 cents every one of the things or whatever. But anyhow, got my deal. It was mentally what I needed and emotionally what I needed. So anyhow, so yeah, let me know when you're better. And everybody, I'm fine. Thank you for being here with me for probably what felt like much more than 3 hours. And just know that you got I don't know. That's all. I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want to say something the wrong way. I'm feeling Nancy's virtual kick. And I gotta go to the bathroom. So okay, watch me. You can follow me on Instagram if you're on Instagram. I'm Comfy Cozy Living 66, and I'm gonna be posting pictures. Not all the time, but when I get around to it, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Um, because that's my thing. That's where I like to watch people, and yeah, yeah, exactly. So exactly what she said. And that, yes. Um, and that I was like, I so badly was like, maybe Annette needs a bunch of stuff. I could, work out something and because I got a lot of inventory left. I still got a lot of stuff. I could almost like say, tell me like a theme or a vibe or three things or something. And let me put together a package. And um, but I don't want to step on toes or anything. So I allow anyone to reach out to me if they are looking for anything or want anything. That's what DMs are for. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all. This isn't goodbye. It's like, what do they say? This isn't goodbye. It's see you later. Yeah, I'll be posting videos as things come together more, on my terms, on my schedule, because I'm not in any hurry. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.